The war has returned.
The sinister structure behind us will house a bone-rattling spectacle. Welcome to NXT Takeover Wargames.
Tonight, battle lines have been drawn.
These teams will be in 2 rings, in 1 cage, in Wargames.
Will there be retribution for stolen valor?
Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke help Shayna Baszler win the NXT Women's Championship.
Will treachery continue to stand?
That's Johnny Gargano!
I'm right here.
Can propaganda become a promise?
The people don't want a bunch of complaining at War Games. The people want at War Games is an experience.
I am the guy that turns the dream into a nightmare.
In the midst of all this chaos, opportunity still reigns.
The war is here.
Oh my God! Whoa! All hell is broken loose!
It's the War Raiders. It's Ricochet.
Can you imagine?
It's Pete Dunne.
All these 8 men locked inside of that War Games structure!
There is nobody in NXT or all of WWE who can handle War Games like the Undisputed Era can.
How many times am I gonna have to beat down Kairi Sane before you people start to realize how insignificant she is?
Shayna Baszler, me and you. 2 out of 3 falls. My treasure is coming back.
Why, Johnny, why? Alistair, you got in the way.
Johnny let the devil consume me.
I know exactly who I am. I'm the good guy.
Johnny Gargano now is a fallacy.
That's the same spot I left you laying. Take over War Games, I leave you laying again.
I'm going to expose you for the fraud that you really are.
This is poetic.
A takeover War Games.
Los Angeles, Hollywood. The ultimate spotlight is the NXT Championship.
You get one opportunity to step into my spotlight.
She'll be on my way, shining brighter than ever.
Your experience ends. The Ciampa legacy continues.
Los Angeles better brace itself for a seismic shift inside War Games. The score will be settled at TakeOver.
Let the War Games begin.
My name is James Rowlands. In 2015, I teamed up with my friend Dan White to create the WNR podcast. Since then, we have been giving you everything that's happened on the WWE Network. Now, in 2018, not only are we live for the Big 4 events in every NXT Takeover, but we celebrate 20 years since the birth of the Attitude Era. Plus, every month we bring you 205 Live, collections, new content, W pay-per-views and latest news on the WWE Network. Until we have watched everything, we are with you, and we are the WNR. Yes, hello, I am James Rowlands, and as always I'm joined by
Dan White.
And today it's WNR190, it's part 2. And it's NXT War Games, and we are live in Los Angeles, California. Before we do anything, let's start with the alternate intro. Good morning, USA. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face, and he's shining a salute to the American race. Oh boy, it's well to say, good morning USA. Good morning USA. Boom. So we're here, that's the alternate intro. Nigel McGuinness, Mauro Ranallo and Percy Jackson / Watson on commentary. And Dan, we're here. We talked about it in our live kickoff show for TakeOver. How pumped are you right now?
I am very pumped. All 4 matches, They've got into it. They look like they've got a lot of meaning behind them, personal feuds, title feuds, the lot. And I think, you know, it's all going to come into one combustible element to be one of the best NXT takeovers ever.
Yeah, I think it really has that potential. But Matt Riddle's coming out here right now. Are we actually going to get the match now? He's not facing Cassius Ohno until Wednesday, but we wondered what they could do with the show. Dan, are you happy to see Matt Riddle here?
It's just complete.
Every good thing we were saying about NXT TakeOver has now been ruined. The King of Bros are out here. We'll see if there's anybody in the crowd here tonight as well. We'll keep an eye out. The Staples Center, WWE, going to do it for 4 days. Of course, 5 Series tomorrow night. Raw and Smackdown. The fans seem to like his entrance. Mauro and I call him a blue. He's got the microphone right now. So, Dan, we had the opening promo. What do you think of that?
I thought it was very good. It kind of opened up the horizons of the show. They didn't just focus on one point. They focused on every single point being as important as each other, which I absolutely dig that. You know, they highlighted the War Games match and how important that is, the second one ever on takeovers. I think that's going to be, you know, the perfect kind of culmination to these 8 guys feuds. They've then the next highlight of that was the Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler match. They showed highlights of that, what happened at Evolution with the other 2 women of the 4 horsewomen of MMA getting involved. And then they went on to the Ali B, Johnny Gargano. That's kind of like the culmination of what's been going on for the past 3 or 4 months. I finding out the I know what you did kind of element. And then it goes on to the NXT Championship, you know, which is kind of, that's been going on a bit of a feud between Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, it was an excellent promo to start us off. Well, Matt Riddle said bro, and he got a huge reception. And he said, we're in Los Angeles, California. He wants to do it right now. He's got 2 rings for action. And we are actually going to get this as a kickoff match. So let's do predictions then, Dan. We do predictions every month. Do you want to explain the prediction league to everybody?
Yes, James, we have 3 prediction leagues. We've got the WWE pay-per-view prediction league. We've got, of course, the NXT prediction league. And we've got the bonus prediction league. I'm currently winning on 2 of those 3 leagues, obviously. And on NXT pay-per-views, we're actually drawing.
Yeah, you have to bring that up 2 points all for takeover events. So this could be dangerous here tonight. We're going to start us off here. Let's write down your prediction.
Riddle.
Big knee, yeah, Riddle. Yeah. I actually wrote Riddle down.
I didn't even get a chance to.
Yeah, all right. So Riddle wins with a big knee. Takes out Cassius Ohno. We both get a point to start us off there. What a great way to start takeover. Just like that, over and done with. Wow, what do you think of the match, Dan? That's my match. What do I think? Wow, that was over quickly, wasn't it? Ohno said he's going to dispose of him 1 second flat, and it was Matt.
Hit him with a knee. 1, 2, 3.
Gets the job done. Job done there as we get our predictions open. Cassius Ohno wants to fight, but he has to fight another day. Also, we've got a special bonus point on the line here tonight. We're not going to do entries into the War Games match, but we are going to try and guess each other's predictions as well, so we'll let you know how we get on there. We've got 4 written down, so winner of that gets bonus point if correct. We'll let you know at the end of the night.
Well, I'm just glad that match was over.
So it is time for the women's title match. And it's going to be Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. 2 out of 3 falls. Here comes Kairi Sane, the former NXT Women's Champion. She hasn't got a treasure, but she wants it back. Dan, what have you thought of the build-up to this match?
Again, you know, it's been a long feud, but it doesn't seem like it's been that long, if you catch the drift. You know, they've kind of came together at the first Mae Young Classic in the final. Kairi Sane earning her opportunity to be the number 1 contender. And then Shayna Baszler, I think she got the NXT Women's Championship first, then lost it to Kairi Sane, and now, you know, Shayna Baszler's won it back from her. I've kind of dug how this feud has come about full circle.
Yeah, I think it's been brilliant, the kind of the build-up, the way they talked about it. And like we mentioned earlier tonight on the live kickoff about Kairi Sane back last year beating Shayna Baszler, and that's what's going to be interesting here tonight, if she can get the job done twice, and the build-up to it, Baszler's the bully, Kairi Sane's going to be the underdog. But it's about predictions now, Dan, and we start off, and I'm a huge fan of Baszler, the most dangerous woman, too. And I feel tonight she's going to be probably her most dangerous. But Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess, looking to regain a treasure, and I think tonight she will. I've gone Kairi Sane to start us off in this match.
What did I say you chosen, James?
You went Baszler.
Did I?
Yeah.
Let's fuck that out then.
So you haven't got a bonus point there.
Well, James, you said I've gone Sane.
Yeah.
Our survey said I've gone Shayna Baszler 2-1.
2-1, yeah, I think Sane will win 2-1. Baszler making her way out here. No, I think Baszler's going to lose tonight, and then she's going to make an impact tomorrow Survivor Series or Monday Night Raw. I think as time is to move up. I don't think there's a lot else Baszler can do in NXT now, being two-time champion. Who's she going to feud with afterwards, and what's going to happen to Kairi Sane? I think Sane needs to come out on top in this feud. Why have you gone Baszler?
Well, you know, like you say, I think her time is up, but I think she's just got a little bit more work to do in here, and I believe she is going to actually make her debut at the Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh, that's a really good
The night after the next NXT TakeOver event, she's going to drop the title, maybe to Sane, maybe to someone else. You know, she might win this one by hook, by crook, by cheating. That kind of leaves it just a little bit open. Cut finally gets redemption at the next NXT TakeOver. In, you know, maybe in a Hell in a Cell match, steel cage match, you know, a different kind of format. And then, you know, she makes her impact the next night on the Women's Rumble.
Well, whatever happens, it is going to be enjoyable. And I'm not going to say that I'm kind of resigned to losing year-end predictions. But even if we do go our separate ways, at least it has been different these past couple of months. Do you know what I mean? It has... bad for me, but at least we have gone differently in what we've seen in matches. And it kind of gives you a good, you know, back and forth of who we feel and how they're going to win. You know, keys to victory as we get the announcements out. And Jess Carr is going to be the official. Well, no, she's not.
It's a dancing ref.
Hey, what are you talking about? Cut that.
No, don't. Leave it in.
Yeah.
Dare you.
Kairi's saying here, keys to victory for Kairi Sane. She's got to be at her best here tonight to beat Baszler. And I think Baszler's going to resort to underhanded tactics, meaning that Sane will only have to beat Baszler once, because I think it will be a disqualification, Dan. What about Baszler? What does she have to do if she wants to get the job done?
She has to keep the killer instinct she's gone through with most of this. Be wary of Kairi Sane trying to get the sneaky roll-up pin. I think Kairi Sane might get one of them here tonight. You know, she might kind of catch her off guard early on. You know, I think that, you know, Shayna Baszler, she just needs that killer instinct. Won't tap out or pass out first off. Then, you know, Kairi Sane's going to be very vulnerable after that.
Well, as it happens, Sane has started off quickly with Baszler in the corner.
But Shayna Baszler's pushing her off. She was caught unawares.
That's it.
Trip from Kairi Sane.
Kick it down. Go on, that's it. Quickly. Nice net breaker. Not at all. Started on the offensive quickly.
Second flying net breaker.
And now Sane marching already, going after Baszler.
Running clothesline. She certainly caught Baszler unaware.
Sane on the apron now, trying to take advantage. Oh!
Flying elbow.
Well, that was insane. Come on, Sane. She's all over Shayna at the moment. And a huge Kairi chant. We've got the Kairi crew in the house here tonight. And now Sane in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Marina Shafir, Jasmine Duke here. Referee can't see it. What the fuck is this shit? Come on now. Dan, you're smirking.
Yes, James. I have not got a cigarette on my gob. I have got a smile on my face. Kirifuga clutch. And I do believe this one is going to be over very quickly.
Fucking Jesus fucking Christ.
As much as Kairi Sane is trying to fight this, the Kirifuga clutch will be locked in and cinched in deep.
Well, Kairi Sane 3-1, and now Kirifuda clutch. Sane
she taps out. That is one for me in my box. That is none for James in his box.
Well, I didn't think they were going to interfere in this match, but obviously they have. Referee needs to do something about this.
Well, James, you don't know what you're doing, do you?
Well, this is disgusting. And Sane had to tap out quickly. The damage not entirely done. Referee needs to get control of this. Here comes Baszler again.
Oh, a step up knee. Cover 1, 2. Oh.
Well, Sane has to overcome the odds. Not only one fall down now, but basically 3-on-1.
Go on, lock that Kirifuda clutching.
I'm saying in serious trouble now.
This is what happens when you go against your women, James.
I know they become the most dangerous women in the world with help from 2 others.
Well,
what is William Regal doing right now?
He's obviously watching the replays of the undeserving era Wargames involvement in the match there last week on NXT.
And Kairi Sane is desperately trying to get to that rope. Baze has been on top, and this is an absolute disgrace at this moment in time.
Exactly.
Come on, Sane, fight back now. And he strikes the right hand and the kicks. Oh, God.
Kairi Sane just catches the foot. Half Boston Crab while standing on the face.
Oh, my God. I never thought I'd be unhappy about Baszler. And you're happy about this as well. You like Baszler now.
Funny how times change, isn't it? You like someone because they give you points.
And the fans disgusted by this. And this is not fair, Dan.
I know, but that's life.
I can't believe these 2 women are being allowed to stay at ringside during this
James,
match.
they are the most dominant force in NXT. And, you know, as far as the referee's concerned, they haven't done anything.
And now Baszler just folding up, saying she's so dangerous.
She's got her tied up like a pretzel.
Baszler's a sick individual. And Sane rolls her up. 1, 2.
Oh. Quick kick out there from Baszler.
And now Baszler with a suplex. Sane trying to fight. Roll up.
1, 2. Oh, a kick out from Baszler. You're not going to catch her like that.
Oh, no, you're going to get
Kirifuda
caught.
clutch is locked in.
Turn it round. Goes for the cover. 2. Oh. That's what won her the NXT Women's title.
And Baszler wise to that now. Kicking out.
Throws Baszler into the corner now, just striking away.
Baszler's just letting her wear herself out, though. Lulling her into a full sense of security.
And she is blocking most of the strikes and delivering her own.
Go on, Shane. I say you got a problem with your mouth shield again. Distract the referee.
And now both women just absolutely slogging it out.
Lovely clothesline takedown there by Baszler.
No, Sane has to overcome so much in this match. Baszler comes running in.
Oh, gets low bridge sent out, but lands on her feet on the edge of the apron.
Oh, Sane looking for the knee on Baszler. Oh, no.
But gets caught. And are both women in a very precarious position.
Oh, my God, Sane. She's going to get suplex. Oh!
Manages to reverse it, planting Baszler on the edge of the ring apron.
I think she might be dead. Holy shit, Baszler. Like a lawn dart on that apron. But
well, Shayna Baszler was like a edge of the ring apron, the javelin catcher.
Oh, my word. The momentum that Sane got reversing that. Now Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir trying to get involved. Sane dodges both women's attack. And now Kairi Sane stomping away.
Going up top.
Oh, no, this is crazy. Kairi Sane all the way up. Baszler on the outside. Oh, insane. Oh!
Bang! Takes out all 3 women with the insane elbow.
Get in. Get the count out, Sane. Come on. No, she doesn't. She's a proper face. Gets Baszler thrown back in. And Sane wants to beat Baszler properly. Going up. Come on now. Insane elbow. Oh!
Catches Baszler.
1, 2, 3. 1-1. Sane is still in this.
So is Baszler.
Well, it's 1 each now, so you can think who's got the momentum. I think Kairi Sane has at this moment in time. Yeah, I know you said Baszler 2-1. I know Sane had to get the fall. And after that by Sane and Baszler in the corner.
And how this kind of puts things on an even more even playing field. Because the other 2 women on the outside, they can't get caught getting involved because that would be a disqualification. But then wouldn't Baszler keep the title?
Well, spear, yeah, it would be. Spear by Sane twice, and now 3rd time. Baszler must be busted up inside.
That is the interceptor spear there from Kairi Sane. Spinning back elbow. 2 of them eventually knocking Shayna Baszler down. Go for another insane elbow.
Oh, come on now. We can finish this. Be NXT Women's Champion. Oh.
Baszler back up to her feet.
Baszler up, and this is dangerous territory right now. And Baszler and Sane fighting out on top. They have not held back in this one.
Both in a very precarious position. The yay and a punches perched up on that second rope in the corner.
And at least it's working as well, because we despise the heel. Oh, but Baszler with the forearms.
You're never going to be able to beat Baszler in a striking contest.
Clubbing blows to the back. Uh-oh, this could be over. She's got a gut wrench. Oh no, Sane.
Backslide by Sane though. Plants Baszler with a powerbomb.
1, 2. Oh.
Kick out by Sane. Kick out by Baszler.
And now Sane calling for the end of it. Oh, picking him up. He's got the power.
Alabama slam.
Saying caution to the wind. Oh my God, getting involved yet again. Pushed off. And a referee. Someone has to do something about it.
Oh,
and Dakota
Kai's come out. She gonna get hurt.
Well, she might get hurt, but she got even the odds for her friend Kairi Sane.
Well, I believe she was just asking the referee a very legitimate question.
Oh, fuck off. We've seen this before, and now we see it again.
Go on, Kai, jog on.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, it's Io Shirai. Io Shirai's here on the top rope.
Oh! Takes out all 3 women.
Asai moonsault. Saying calling for it.
Well, she's taken too long up there. Baszler's going to have enough time to...
Oh, insane elbow. Cool.
1,
2, 3. Baszler retains. Dan is so happy right now.
Yeah.
Baszler somehow walks away with an NXT Women's Championship. Dan, what do you think of the match?
I honestly don't think it was as good as their past couple of matches they've had on pay-per-view, but it still was a good match. It kept me, drawn in, pulled in. But once the 2 women got involved, you kind of knew what the outcome would be. It made it more predictable. If it's a 1-1 between the 2 and then they come out, it kind of, I think that probably would have been a better way to play it. And then Dakota Kai and Io Shirai coming out to kind of even the odds. Yeah,
I think you're right, and I think they're definitely going to move forward with what this group is right now. But Sane was definitely screwed out of this, and I think it was a really, really good match. I think the crowd are really into it as well. Did tell a good story. Baszler has gone from now kind of she looks human in that match. She had a number, and it was great to see my pick for the Mae Young Classic, Io Shirai, making such a beautiful impact as it was, and taking the 4 horsewomen out, and Sane getting caught. That's a shame, but at least she didn't tap out second time round. So I think you look at the positives. Prediction-wise, Dan, you do go 2-1 up like Baszler 1-2-1 in a takeover. So you are going to win takeover games overall now as well. Now look at Baszler smirking.
Yes, James, she has got a grin on her face. She hasn't got a cigarette in her mouth because she has won.
Well, one thing that will cheer me up, Dan, after this, I'll go upstairs and watch the Marine 6 with The Miz, Becky Lynch, and of course Shawn Michaels, which is available on Blu-ray and DVD as of now.
I've only ever seen Marine 1.
You're missing out. Marine's quite a good film, actually. Marine 3 is where it really takes off for The Miz. Oh, look who's there with his dog.
He's going to be debuting on NXT next week.
Oh my God.
X-Pac.
What, the dog is? Look at him. He's scared. Oh, good, you go. Well, he's there, his X-Pac. Looking alright, actually, to be fair. And Ciampa looking down at his NXT Championship. Of course, held it over 100 days now.
121 days, to be precise.
Wow. But up next, it is the match we've been all waiting for. It's Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano. And let's see how all this came about.
Why, Johnny, why?
The identity of who attacked Aleister Black was this summer's biggest mystery.
Walking right by. I gotta go.
Did you attack Aleister Black?
This was the path I took the night you were found laying.
Look into my eyes. You'll know your answer.
The fog of suspicion yet to be lifted on really anyone on the NXT roster.
I know.
The end of that path leads me to Tommaso Ciampa.
What the hell? Whoa! He didn't mean to do that! Tommaso Ciampa is now the NXT champion?
This is not your NXT! Not while I'm still breathing!
The only reason he's NXT champion is because of you.
You got in the way.
With Black removed, Ciampa will defend the championship against Johnny Gargano.
So that's why, Aleister.
Let me get some help, please.
I feel bad for you. You're confused.
I'm not confused. Johnny is confused. Do I look confused to you? I know exactly who I am. I think it's Johnny who doesn't know who he is.
I'm the good guy.
He is a fraud.
I'm the hero at the end of this story.
No, Johnny, you're not a hero. You're not a hero in this story. You are a coward.
I do one thing. One little thing that some people may consider evil. And everyone freaks out.
Oh my God! Aleister Black is back!
I don't think I have no.
I'm not ashamed of what I did. The ends justify the means.
But John, that doesn't mean that there's no repercussions.
Gargano must face atonement when he stands face to face with the devil himself.
After everything I've been through, I'm not scared of you.
I want him to wake up realizing the error of his ways.
What I've learned is
Emotion makes you do crazy things.
is wrong. Around here,
Kick his ass.
you gotta fight a little dirty.
Well, I never thought I'd hear a mixed reaction for Johnny Gargano, but that's exactly what we're hearing here, and he's definitely got a different look about him. But we talk about promo. It's a really clever thing NXT did, or WWE did, with the fact of Ali B being injured just before the pay-per-view and him missing out on that triple threat opportunity. And instead they wrote the storyline, or they created a storyline about him being attacked, which wasn't kind of cheesy and corny. We kind of got into it, didn't we, and kind of made a thing about it. Of course, I was right. It was Johnny Gargano that did, of course, attack Ali B. And the reason for why, he said that why can why can a good person do one bad thing and suddenly be a villain? And this is the thing that he's facing now. The unfortunate for him is that he has to now he has to face Ali B, the guy he did attack for that one-on-one opportunity with Ciampa. It wasn't successful. Will it be successful tonight against Aleister Black? We've seen the build-up with Nikki Cross. I know who did it. It's been brilliant, but now we're going to get an answer. If Gargano, his mouth is writing checks that his ass can't cash at the moment, is it too much for Johnny? Will he get the job done tonight, Dan? What do you thought of the promo?
Again, I completely agree with you. It's been really well written. It's the way it's paid off as well. And as you say, prompts to Nikki Cross. I mean, that girl can keep a secret.
Yeah, without doubt, yeah.
But, it's Aleister Black going up against Johnny Takeover. I mean, what is this? Probably his 10th Takeover event, if not more.
And probably had about 5 match of the nights as well. So we're going to see him go against Aleister Black here tonight. I think Black will be laser focused. On a hushed silence for Aleister Black. I just got the bag there. Well, he's definitely packing here tonight. Is that Undertaker-esque entrance? Could you make something of Aleister Black in that way, Dan?
I wouldn't say it's Undertaker-esque. I'd say it's
supernatural.
It is a bit of Gangrel-esque. The Brood-esque, where they're kind of rising up. It's got shades of The Undertaker where he's kind of sitting upright, but it's his own take on things. You can even say he's got a bit of LOD thrown in there with the spikes on his shoulders.
Well, what a rush. So we're getting to predictions then. Dan, who have you gone for in the match?
Ali B.
Oh, well, Dan. I said Candice LeRae gets involved. I've put Candice LeRae gets involved. That Ali B still wins.
Oh.
Thanks to LeRae's involvement. I think she's going to come out, but she might turn the other way because she has been wearing black lipstick recently. And is that a sign that she's actually with her husband Johnny Gargano in this one? But on a one-on-one match, I don't think Johnny Gargano's got much of a chance against, like we talk about, the franchise player. I've not seen a man protected as Aleister Black on NXT like Finn Balor as being that kind of lead guy. And Black looks ready here tonight, Dan. What is keys to victories for Ali B to get the job done?
Well, we all know that Johnny Gargano can take a beating and he can deliver a beating. But that is against Ciampa, and Ciampa's a much smaller guy than Aleister Black. Aleister Black's not going to be as easy to manhandle, so I think, he's definitely got the size weight and strength advantage. But I think Johnny Gargano has got the gumption, he has got the guts to potentially pull off a shock victory.
And what I like about this is kind of big match feel to it. The crowd chanting for Johnny and, of course, Ali B. And I think Gargano here has got to try and be his best. He's not been at his best recently, but if you get victory over Aleister Black here tonight, by hook or by crook, he definitely will be next in line for the NXT title.
And he's just slapped Aleister Black, who delivers a big boot to the face.
And both men starting off strong early. Here comes Gargano over the top.
And runs straight into a boot from Black.
Now Gargano in serious trouble now with a combuster. Well, you don't attack someone from behind and then think you can get away with it. You're paying the piper right now.
Black comes running in. Johnny sidesteps. Ali gets stuck up on the second rope, looking for another boot.
Oh, this is going to be a great match. You can see it already. Gargano now saying he's too quick for Aleister Black.
He's ducking and diving everything Black has to offer.
And now mocking him. Oh, waving.
You don't want to do that.
It's a different side to Gargano. Dodged the kick.
Looks to roll Black up. He rolls through, and then Johnny plants a kick to the side of Black's head.
And now runs in with a huge chop. Aleister Black goes for a strike, but Gargano again too quick. A huge Aleister chant, but Gargano's in control at the moment.
Black rolling over Gargano, and Gargano still ducking Black. Looks to duck one of his punches. Aleister Black catches him with a knee to the jaw, traps his arm, and now Black goes to work with the knees and kicks to the chest and head.
Oh my God. Aleister Black is bringing it here tonight. And he's definitely not injured now. Gargano goes to the outside.
Gargano moves out of the way. Black sits in the ring. Johnny comes running round the ring post, runs in behind Black and kicks into the back of the head. And that is something we haven't seen happen to Black before.
And it just shows Gargano's been scouting Aleister Black, been looking at him, seeing what he does in the ring, having a plan in advance. This Johnny Gargano certainly could be NXT champion. We always said you either die a hero, live long enough to see yourself turn into a villain. Gargano braced himself like Harley, a bit like Venom. You know, we've seen Spider-Man. He suddenly gets that inside him and turns into a different beast.
And Black looking for a suplex. Gargano lands on his feet, rolls up Black, only getting a 2 count.
2. And Gargano turns into an impressive stretch. And now it's Black in all sorts of trouble here.
Black trying to fight his way out of this stretch. Gets one arm free.
Gargano's just in control of Aleister Black at the moment. Aleister Black tried to get out of it. Gargano's got an answer. And now just stomping away at the hand. And then the face as well. And this is a Johnny Gargano that is so focused right now of just beating up Aleister Black. I'm quite surprised the fact Gargano's brought it so quickly in this one, Dan.
He has indeed, Jay. He's certainly caught Aleister Black unawares. He's got an answer for everything Aleister Black has to offer so far. You know, he's definitely got the speed advantage. I thought his size was going to hamper him, but, you know, if he can weather the early Aleister Black storm and get a sneak victory, you know, it could be Johnny Gargano's night.
Well, Gargano rolls Black through, goes for the kick again, but this time Black scouted it.
Well, but Black straight to his feet, looking for a shot to the head, but Gargano as well.
Then a huge knee to the midsection sends Gargano over. And Black might be looking to take advantage of this. No, Gargano moved up on the apron, but got caught with a big boot, and now here comes Black.
Flying over the top, this time catching Gargano.
And that was a thing of beauty there. You see the 2 ring setup, but looks different to anything else we see all year as Black didn't even touch that top rope then. Now the kicks and the boots to the face of Johnny wrestling. And this is what Black had pictured when he realised, when he found out it was Gargano after all.
Goes down low, sweeps the leg of Gargano to the side of the head.
And now second rope springboard.
Lovely springboard moonsault. 1, 2.
Well, we know how tough Gargano is. It's going to take a lot to put the man down. And Gargano turns Black round in the corner. Beautiful reversal by Black to get out of that with the kicks, but Gargano
attacking the legs and shins of Aleister Black.
And now he's got him in his shoulder, but Black managing to land on his feet. Goes for a German block by Gargano. Johnny went for a punch. Black hit the kick. Now he's going on the apron.
Jumps up to the second. Gargano jumps into the ring. Aleister Black lands on his feet. Johnny Gargano comes flying through the second rope. Plants Aleister Black.
Suicide DDT. And now throws Ali B in. Gargano over the top.
Another DDT.
Goes for the cover too. Oh.
Black managing to kick out. Again, perfect chemistry between these two guys.
Well, it is. Every strike, every wrestling move just connecting at the moment.
Look at that package.
And now Gargano worried. It's no Alex Wright, but Black is packing.
Well, it's a European thing.
Gargano now talking trash to Black, and this would be a mistake. Just keep the momentum going. We've seen many people try this with Aleister Black. Some say he gets stronger as the fight wears on. Gargano says he's the chosen one. Goes for a kick and bit.
Oh, spinning back elbow from Black. Runs into a step up from Gargano. Delivers a big boot of his own.
And Black with a boot comes running into a super kick. Here comes Gargano.
And both men just striking each other as hard as they can, lefts and rights. But Aleister Black catches the arm of Gargano. Goes for a couple of kicks.
Oh! Reverse Hurricane Runner. Gargano's going to finish it.
Aleister Black runs in with a running knee, though.
Oh, my God. Well, fantastic between the two then. And that is what NXT is all about. Gargano is Johnny Takeover. Well, every time they go out, they just each man on the NXT roster and woman. And now Gargano's in between rings. And so with a forearm, Black responding. And now Black winning with the forearms. As soon as I say that, Gargano responds. But a big boot by Black. Oh!
And Gargano comes diving in. Black catches him. Oh! Springboard double knees to the chest. Kick to the head. German. Bridging out 1, 2. Oh! And Gargano managing to get the shoulder up at 2.
2. That's unbelievable then. Like 4 or 5 moves in a row. This is why Takeover is better than Survivor Series.
I wholeheartedly agree.
This is awesome chance, and it has been brilliant. And now Black looking to put Gargano away. Gargano slowly gets to his feet. Johnny misses a kick, catches the other boot. And a clothesline turns Black inside out. And now Gargano shaking his head like he knows what he's going to do. Here he comes.
Oh, runs into Aleister Black.
Gargano spins around. Gargano escape. Middle of the ring.
Aleister Black turns it into a rolling attempt though.
Oh,
but Gargano kicking out.
Well, he knew he had to release the submission. Dodges the kick. Responds to one to Black's head. And I was going to pick him up. Looking to spike him into the turnbuckle.
Snake eyes off the second turnbuckle.
And now Gargano's got a weird look on his face. And he's looking to put Black away. I think he's just come up with an idea. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to taunt Black with his own move. Picking him up. Tell him to look in his eyes when he delivers a kick.
He wants him to see this one coming.
Oh, just like DIY days. Black tells him to stop.
And Black sits down, crosses his legs.
And says,
tells him, come on, Johnny.
Finish him with that. And Gargano says he will. He'll give his best shot, exposes a knee. Oh, Black dodges.
Black ducks it, rolls him through.
Super kick by Gargano, and now huge knee. 1, 2.
Oh, but Black managing to kick out.
Gargano can't believe it.
Is this like a number 1 contenders match?
Well, whatever it is, Dan, I'm fucking loving it. I just wrestle all the time. Aleister Black looks amazing in this in Gargano. And now he's pulling up the knee pad. And Johnny knows he's got a bad knee. He's got to be careful. And now Gargano picking Black up by the hair. And look into my eyes. And he hits him in the forearm. And Aleister Black can tell a story in the ring, can't he? My God. And now Gargano with the strikes. And Black Maybe
responded in kind.
Maybe one last act of defiance from Aleister Black. Doesn't look like he got a lot of energy left.
Or is that him lulling him into a false sense of security?
We're getting the A&A punches.
Both men, well, it's now Aleister Black taking over the lefts and rights. Gargano's fighting back though with a few of his own.
Kick call.
Oh. Knee to the jaw by Black.
Second rope gets thrown on the outside low. He's going to maybe go again. Suicide dive. Oh!
Dive straight into Aleister Black's knee.
That might be one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
And the Johnny Gargano award for most punishment taken in a match goes to...
Oh my God. Gargano thought, yeah, I'll be alright.
Ow, right in the kisser.
Well, he'll be out till January. I'll be surprised if the jaw's not dislocated.
But I don't want to go to school today, Mummy. And Black, the faciest of faces, doesn't want to win it on a count out.
Mamma Mia's the chant. And now Gargano saving off, saying to Black, please don't. I've had enough. And now Black's going to look to put away Gargano. And Gargano saying he's sorry, basically grovelling at the feet of Aleister Black.
But is that just a Johnny Gargano game?
Well, he's kissing the foot of Aleister Black. And
As
Black
if to say, lift me up by that.
Well, Black is furious, picking Gargano up. Black mass kick. Gargano rolls him up.
Catches him. 1, 2.
Oh!
But Black kicking out straight into the Gargano escape.
Well, Black might not tap, but he might pass out. You can see the fear in Aleister Black's eyes as he struggles to get to that bottom rope. Gargano rolls through, though, brilliantly in the middle of the ring. And Black slowly passing out.
Gargano screaming on the hero, tap out, rolls him up.
Oh no,
Gargano relinquishes.
Oh, big knee.
Spinning knee kick.
And Black is up, but I don't think he knows what's going on. He's exposing his knee now. Huge knee to the face. Gargano's falling unconscious on the foot.
Pow!
Oh.
Black mass kick.
And Gargano lands, knocked out on Black. One more time, maybe. He's forgiven for all his sins.
Second Black mass kick. 1, 2, 3.
My God. How good is Aleister Black as a storyteller in NXT with all this that he does? Dan, what do you think of the match?
I thought it was absolutely perfect. Both of these guys, they pulled it out. And, you know, credit to Johnny Gargano as well. He had an amazing match. And, you know, just the way these guys told the story was absolutely perfect.
Unbelievable there. What a match. What a story told. Gargano is forgiven for all his sins at the hands of Aleister Black. And how good was this match? I think this is unbelievable stuff. I'm going to rewatch this. How quick and enjoyable it was. Quick in a good way, as in it never had kind of a dull moment. Each man was bringing it from the very early going. I mean, some of these moves here that they took were absolutely unbelievable. The reverse Hurricane Runner, the suicide dive into the knee, and then finally the Black Mass kick. Crazy. Crazy. And that means scores go 3-2 to you, Dan. You're on for a perfect score. All 2 left, and you'll get the job done. Another bonus point, as if you need it, will be yours.
Don't curse the perfect score. Oh, shit.
Well, up next, it is the NXT Championship on the line. And it's going to be Tommaso Ciampa going up against the Dream. And let's have a look at the promo.
Don't you stare at the champ's title.
When you're at the top, they will always try to chop you down.
I have a feeling that his reign of terror, well, is just getting started.
Be careful and stay out of the champ's spotlight.
Look at how much he loves that NXT Championship.
Your NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
Hit it! You believe that you're a bad, bad man, don't you? Really? What the people want at War Games is an experience. Give the dream a moment with you and the NXT Championship.
Listen. Velveteen Dream, this man loves the spotlight, he loves the attention, he loves the adoration from the NXT universe.
The dream's been loud and clear.
Losing confidence.
But he has been successful inside an NXT ring.
It's the people who have just caught on.
You think I haven't seen a kid like Velveteen Dream get put in my spotlight and crack under pressure? When I want to confront someone, I do it in front of an audience.
And Ciampa right on top of the man that will challenge for his NXT championship.
I'm the champ! You don't share my spotlight! With the entire world watching,
Do the lights get any brighter?
your experience ends.
One shot at the NXT Championship.
My legacy,
The next thing you know,
the Ciampa legacy.
Tommaso Ciampa taken out by Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream has gone about this entire thing the wrong way. He didn't show respect. This means more to me than anything Velveteen Dream has ever experienced in his life.
you're a smart man. You are a dangerous man, Tommaso Ciampa. But you're a blind man. That anger, that rage, all you see is red. And if you can't see the Velveteen Dream coming, you'll stay blind.
Velveteen Dream sending his own message to the champion.
The ultimate spotlight is the NXT Championship. She'll be on my waist, shining brighter than ever.
They chant his name, and he thinks he's accomplished something.
People understand what the Dream is capable of. They've seen it.
I soak in that spotlight.
Tommaso Ciampa. He's a scared little man, acting like he runs the place. There has been a lightning bolt that has struck NXT this past year. We're looking at him.
Velveteen Dream, you step into my spotlight, I promise you, it will burn you to the ground.
All the Velveteen Dream looks to become the second youngest NXT champion in history as Ciampa comes out cradling that title belt. And you got to wonder what's going through his mind here tonight as he's going to face the most bizarre opponent, a guy who always changes up, the Velveteen Dream. So, Dan, what have you thought of the promo?
I think the build-up to this has been good. For Dream, it's all about getting respect, and there's no bigger respect than getting the NXT Championship. Tommaso Ciampa, I think he's been the perfect heel for a long time, and I just think he's played his part absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, but it's not been a great build-up, though, to this match, to be fair, is it?
No, it's not been the best of build-ups. I think it's kind of been overshadowed by the Gargano, Black, and Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler type feuds, as well as the War Raiders and the Undisputed Era for the Tag Team Championship. And, you know, there's been a lot of feuds going on. This one's kind of been moved to the back burner, but I still think it means just as much as the other feuds.
Well, it's going to be interesting. And we talked about the Dream before dressed as Hulk Hogan. Now he's definitely dressed as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. We think about 20 years ago being a part of WWE War Games. WCW War Games as well. And Velveteen Dream paying homage 20 years later with Ciampa here. So prediction-wise, Dan, you're on for a perfect score. You're 3 for 3 at the moment. I have gone in this one for Tommaso Ciampa.
Therefore I am. No. I also think Tommaso Ciampa's going to win the match. So that means another takeover point for me.
Well, you don't know if Ciampa actually retains yet, do you? So.
Well, no, we've gone for the same.
We've gone for the same.
So the only match you can win in is the War Games match, and I'd still be level points with you. So
Oh, so you're talking about yourself again. Great. So, right,
about me.
You've won takeover then. That's fantastic. But what about this match, Dan? What about this match, though, Dan? Why do you think Ciampa's going to get the victory?
I think Ciampa's been peeled. Velveteen Dream, I think he's going to come very close, but come just up short. You know, Velveteen Dream, he can probably take a defeat and still look very good doing it.
I would love nothing more than Velveteen Dream get the victory now. You know, I would love nothing more than that. It would be a great moment for him in NXT. Look at that Colin over top. He's ready for this. So young, but so ready. And I think he's going to be Ciampa's most difficult opponent because he's not the standard guy that Ciampa's dream. He can put it out there. He's taken Aleister Black to the limit. Of course, he beat EC3 at TakeOver. Huge victory for the Dream, and I think he can get it done here tonight as long as he plays it safe. Don't play into Ciampa's hands, you know. I think you'd agree with that, the keys to victory.
Most definitely, yeah. And, you know, you look at Ciampa's most formidable opponent, it was Aleister Black, and the only reason why Ciampa won that was because Johnny Gargano inadvertently or purposefully hit Aleister Black over the head with a title. And you see in the match that Velveteen Dream had against Aleister Black, he earned Ali B's respect in that match.
Yeah.
So, you know, and we've also seen some great matches from Velveteen Dream, and he is very unorthodox in the way he does things as well. So I think, you know, he's going to be able to think outside the box and kind of catch Tommaso Ciampa unawares.
Well, I think the thing is that the Dream not only earned the respect of Aleister Black of the WWE Universe, we've seen what young guys coming through a bit too soon get the opportunity and not get the reaction they want. And I think with the Dream, it's kind of been like a groundswell of people actually start respecting him, start liking him and what he can do. We see early going out wrestling, Ciampa just riding him for a little bit, and now each man exchanges slaps. Looked like Dream was going to go for that Death Valley driver, but Ciampa blocked it. And Ciampa looking for the fairy tale ending, but Velveteen Dream pulling out of it.
And all Ciampa gets is Velveteen's Hollywood bandana. Well, he's doing a homage to Hulk Hogan.
Well, is he going to give it back to he's going to give it back to the Dream. He's a black man. He's going to give it back to Dream. No, Dream just goes to the outside.
Is he going to snot on it or spit on it and throw it away?
Going to just try and regain his bearings. And the Dream's got something important of Ciampa, and Ciampa quickly drops the bandana, goes right after the title belt.
And Velveteen catches him as he comes back into the ring.
Or maybe going to go for that Draper DDT, and Ciampa realising two can play that game. And Ciampa, I think he's met his match here. It's like a super villain and a superhero. Dream with a huge right hand.
I'd love to see Velveteen Dream on the comeback do that.
Yeah. With a clothesline by Velveteen. Now slap across the face. And slams him down, and Dream is focused here.
Ciampa, lovely high vertical leaping drop kick. And Ciampa as well, as he runs out the ring, just drapes... Dream, as he runs out the ring, just drapes Ciampa's head over the top rope. Picks up his Hollywood bandana. Places it back on his noggin.
Well, there he goes, back in place. He looks the part now. And now he's saying, you, grabs hold of Ciampa. This could be it.
Come on.
If he hits it, it's over. We've got a new NXT champion.
The atomic leg drop.
Oh.
Ciampa rolling out the ring to safety.
Oh,
but how safe will he be? Dream perched up top. Double axe handle smashed to the head of Ciampa.
Oh, throws Tommaso back in. Goes to the top. Dream means business here tonight.
Comes charging in. Dream.
Springboards back in. Ciampa catches him though. And just like that, Ciampa is back in the ascendancy. Threw Velveteen down. He hit his head in the back of the apron. And Ciampa doesn't mind getting a count out. Oh.
Swinging neckbreaker on the outside.
And Ciampa loves dishing out punishment. And Ciampa down the outside just grabs hold of Dream. Clubbing blows down. Throws Dream back in. Now he's going to take it down. Just slow it down to his pace. Dream trying to fight back with a chop, but Ciampa blocking him. Now just stomping him down.
Comes running in with a knee to the jaw.
And after the knee with a knee brace on. And Ciampa says Dream is out. And Ciampa might know that. He's just taking his time. Mocking Velveteen Dream. And Ciampa with a clubbing blow to Dream. Just sends him almost out in the apron.
Dream trying to fight back. Ciampa ducking Dream's shot, hitting him with the elbow.
And now Ciampa's got the neck of Dream and hangs him up on that top rope.
Claps himself and gives himself a pat on the back for a job well done. But the job's not finished yet, Tommaso. The announcers, they're struggling to collect their papers.
Uh-oh, Dream now on the announce table.
Bang, running knee.
And it's been all Ciampa now. He's sending a message not only to Velveteen Dream, but the entire NXT roster.
Throws him back into the ring.
It might be a Black Heart, but he used to be called the Psycho Killer. And now just wearing Dream down. Snapmare takedown into submission. Well, Dream, we got a huge bit of spit. Oh, look, it's still in there.
Oh, it's on Ciampa's arm.
And now it's running down Dream's face. Big bit of spit. Ciampa helping him out with that, though. And the Dream's fading fast. It looks like Ciampa's telling the Dream down.
Into a nightmare.
Oh, he beat me to it. Velveteen Dream to his feet. But just as I say that, Ciampa on a knee. Taking all the air out of him.
Backslide from Dream. Oh, only getting a 1 count, though.
1. And a lovely right hand goes for the left. Ciampa blocks him off. And another huge right hand by Dream.
Ducks it. Swinging neck breaker.
And the Dream finally gets a little bit of separation in this.
But it seems like Velveteen Dream is trying to end this. But Ciampa's trying to prolong the punishment.
It might be. It's easier for Ciampa than it is Dream. But his biggest opportunity is trying to walk out NXT champion. If he does that, he can change his career forever. And now look at the rights and left from Velveteen. VD rocking Ciampa.
Ciampa come flying in with an elbow. Nips up.
Yeah, big right hand and again with the clotheslines.
Someone's bleeding.
And then Irish whipping Ciampa, who ducks down. Hits him with a knee, but Dream now is going to hulk up. Catches Ciampa DDT time. No, Ciampa reversing. Rolls him back away. You know, Dreams with a forearm. Irish whip to Ciampa.
Big boot. Leg drop.
It's over. It is over. Second one.
Bang. Hits it.
You're joking.
Leg drop.
And Ciampa back to his feet somehow. The Dream feeling it. Picks him up for that Death Valley driver.
What a purple Rainmaker.
Purple Rainmaker's off top.
Oh, yeah.
Ciampa throws him off and Dream.
Oh, with a thunderous spine buster.
Goes for the cover. Ciampa managing to kick out.
Ah.
And a huge Velveteen chant fills the arena. As the Dream gets back to his feet, but it's Ciampa recovered just yet. Big right hand to Ciampa. And now Irish whip.
Ciampa holds on and ducks out of the ring. Dream brings himself over. Crotter.
Throws him back in and Velveteen going up. He might be looking to put Ciampa away here. Oh. And Ciampa rolls away. And much like Gargano earlier, begging off a Dream. Calls him in low. Throws for the outside.
Oh. Gargano looking for that draping DDT. But on the legs.
Well, Ciampa there looked dangerous but got caught. And the bad knee up against the apron. And the Dream now looking around. Taking a knee brace off. Well, trying to. Wrapping it around the ring post. Can he get the leg up? Oh!
He does.
Figure 4 on the ring post. One of Bret Hart's favourite moves. Ciampa's tapping.
But he's in the ring. He's in the ring rope, so it doesn't count as a submission victory, unfortunately.
But has the damage been done already to the leg? Back
Looking
in.
For the figure 4. Roll up by Ciampa. 1, 2.
Oh.
The Dream managing to kick out.
Ah.
I think Ciampa senses the desperation now. He wants to get this match finished.
Well, tries a German, but Dream turns it into a pin, but turns that around.
Figure 4 leg lock.
And what a reversal there by the Dream. Now he's in the middle of the ring with it, applying all the pressure. Figure 4 Mayflame was of course by.
Woo! Ric Flair.
And this might be it for Ciampa. How much pain?
If he does the gorilla press slam, I'm going to fucking mark out through the ceiling.
And look at all the pressure. Oh.
And Ciampa manages to reverse it and the pressure.
Oh, but Dream managing to turn it back round.
Ciampa turning it back, Dream rolling through.
And now
delivering a couple of slaps for good measure.
Kick to the face. Ciampa might be out. Oh. Managed to get shoulder up at 2.
2, and finally getting to the ropes to break the submission hold as well. Both men are feeling it.
Ciampa kicks away at Dream and lands into barricade. And now Ciampa's got Dream on that apron. Gonna try to drape him, but Dream blocking it just for now. Ciampa brought him back in. Went for a suplex, but blocked by Dream.
And Velveteen suplexes Ciampa over the top, but Ciampa holds on and drags Dream out with him.
Did Ciampa land on his knee? Or Ciampa went all the way over? And the Dream came crashing down.
And it hurt inside.
Well, Ciampa in all sorts of trouble. The referee up to 8, but Dream can't win on a count out. Throws it back in.
Gets in himself at the count of 9.
And now Ciampa in all sorts of trouble, managed to get to his feet. And now Dream and Ciampa both men going at it. Dream looked to have the advantage, but Ciampa cut him off. And he's looking for the fairy tale ending.
Oh, good duck by the referee. Roll up by Ciampa, who's got a handful of tights. He gets caught.
And the referee did catch us. Great officiating there.
Not as great as the duck he's had on Velveteen Dream's kick.
Oh, super kick to the face.
Purple Rainmaker. 1, 2.
Oh. Ciampa somehow managing to kick out.
I thought it was over then.
That Death Valley Driver.
Death Valley Driver there by Velveteen Dream, nearly getting the job done.
And now both men just brawling. Dream picked a leg of Ciampa. Picked him up, showed the power, but Ciampa blocking it.
Elbow to the back of the head.
He got that wrong as well. By Dream, he's off the top. Oh, kick to the face.
2. Oh. And Ciampa managing to kick out.
Dream.
Fucking hell. And Dream managing to kick out.
Ciampa got him up.
Oh
my God, that suplex into the double knees. Still couldn't get the job done. Dream managing to kick out. This is unbelievable stuff between these two men.
And what's Ciampa doing? He's loosening his boot.
He's going to the outside. And he wants his belt. He's going to take the easy way out. Oh, he's going to take his boot off it, man, the head with it. Referee wants a title belt from Ciampa. Dream rolls him up.
1, 2.
Oh. Ciampa managing to kick out. Oh! And the Dream and the DDT of Ciampa on the belt.
1, 2.
Oh! Well, the referee and Dream looked at each other and said, uh-oh, he got a count.
I didn't know it was there.
Ciampa managing to kick out. Dream up to the top now. Is it Purple Rainmaker?
Boot up by Gargano.
Ciampa.
Boot up by Ciampa. And the boot is off.
Oh, draping DDT. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh!
A Dream managing to kick out.
So the boot is off. The belt is in the ring.
Is that Neil from the Young Ones?
Oh, yeah.
They've got Ciampa's boot.
Who, the crowd?
Yeah.
When Ciampa now going outside.
Oh, lifting up them wafer thin mats. So you can see there just how thin they are. But Ciampa's not happy with that. He wants them even thinner. Or not there at all.
No, on the hard, cold concrete. This is turning something I didn't think it would. You said Ciampa was not taking it easy, but in control early. He's definitely not now. But with the NXT title literally within reach for the Velveteen Dream, Is this going to be a draping DDT? This is going to be a disqualification, surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh!
Ciampa getting out of it. Both men rolling over the announce table.
Well, how did Dream manage to reverse that and power through?
Dream getting out of it.
Oh my God, Ciampa attacking Mauro Ranallo. He must have heard what we were talking about earlier.
That's it, Ciampa. You tell him.
Oh! Death Valley Driver on the concrete on the outside. Throws Ciampa in. He's going off Purple Rainmaker.
Hits the mark.
Goes for it. One, two. Oh! Ciampa's still managing to kick out.
Ciampa's draping over the edge.
Here comes Dream off the top. Oh! It's like a firework display. Oh my God, Dream crashed and burned. Ciampa now throws him back in. Hits the fucking move, whatever it's called. And now Ciampa in between the ropes. And he's got the Dream that's still there.
Draping DDT across the middle part of the ring. That is still check plate there.
And Ciampa rolls him back through. Dream's out. Goes for the cover. One, two, three. God damn it. For a second there, Dream nearly had it, Dan, didn't he? He nearly had that. What did you think of the match?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Again, you know, both guys telling a great story. Velveteen Dream is absolutely brilliant. And both men in a crumpled heap on the floor. Dream is out cold. But yeah, both guys, prompts to them both. You know, this has been an awesome match. You know, and I thought it would be very hard to follow the Ali B versus Gargano match. But again, you know, these two guys have put it all on the line, and the icing on the cake was Tommaso Ciampa threatened Mauro Ranallo.
He actually threw something at him as well. I think it was his script. Dream's so close, but what a performance by both men. It's making it really hard to choose a match of the night at the moment. But it means prediction-wise, Dan, you are 4 out of 4 at the moment. You've already won the Takeover event. Now it's time for Wargames to come up. But what a match that was there.
They're still crumpled in a mess. I love it.
Oh my God, so the klaxon's going off after saw Nina Strauss in the crowd. It's time for our main event. It's War Games. And what do you think of last year's event, Dan? The War Games match.
I thought it was quite an entertaining match. I think it was match of the night for me.
Are you a Cage fan?
I do like a bit of rage in the cage.
And these competitors tonight will be forever changed when they step into the steel structure here at War Games. But the question is, who will stand tall when North American champion Ricochet, UK champion Pete Dunne, and War Raiders take on the Undisputed Era in the most grueling match ever constructed here in WWE? War Games is next.
And now, let the War Games begin! These three teams will be in 2 rings, in 1 cage, in War Games!
The Undisputed Era, we've been there.
I have never witnessed anything like we have just seen here tonight.
The most barbaric match in not just NXT history, but all of WWE. There are no winners in war, there are only losers. And the Undisputed.
What does this mean for the future of NXT?
A definite shock to the system.
Since the beginning here in NXT, NXT's mission has been doing everything in its power to prevent this from happening.
At War Games, we were thrown to the wolves.
Yet, boys and girls, here we stand.
Is it Ricochet? And Ricochet's got his head. No! Oh my God! Adam Cole is the first ever NXT North American champion. What the hell? What is Raw doing? Got
want you to relish in this right now.
I mean, look at all this gold. We can't be stopped. Our time is now, and we are forever here to shock the system.
Enough! The war is here.
Oh my God, it's the War Raiders!
Viking destruction!
Rowan Hansen laying waste to the Undisputed Era!
Undisputed Era, you like to think that you're on another level. You're gonna have to level up if you want to be on the same level as Ricochet. Boom.
Here we go, yeah! New champion Ricochet has done it!
Time and time again, Undisputed Era have used the numbers game to be a thorn in my side.
The night for the Undisputed Era about to get a lot more dangerous.
This time, there's no numbers game.
Whether it's Ricochet, whether it's Pete Dunne, whether it's the War Raiders.
What the? Bobby Fish is back!
Full strength starts. The result is the same. They aren't on our freaking level.
Oh my God! Whoa! Guys, they are not waiting. All hell is broken loose.
It's breaking down all over. Full sail.
This is not how this fight's gonna happen. If you eight are hell bent on destroying each other, then you can do. At TakeOver, you will be inside of Wargames.
Here we go again.
Can you imagine all these 8 men inside of that Wargame structure?
Kyle O'Reilly pinning Hansen to gain us the advantage. We know how important that advantage is.
There is nobody who can handle War Games like the Undisputed Era. You asked for this. War Games. It's steel and it's pain.
This is gonna be a war.
Undisputed Era might think that they've got themselves the advantage, but last year, Undisputed Era barely walked out of War Games.
This year, we're gonna make sure you get carried out.
Los Angeles better brace itself for a seismic shift. The score will be settled inside War Games at TakeOver.
And what have you thought of the build-up to this match?
It has been a very interesting build-up. I mean, you know, you could say, some might say that the feud started when Roderick Strong turned on Pete Dunne to deflect to the Undisputed Era to help them win the tag team titles. And, you know, Pete Dunne has never really forgiven Roderick Strong for that. And then Ricochet kind of got involved in, you know, with Pete Dunne inadvertently hitting him, setting up a couple of very, very good matches between them two. And that's kind of spawned off, like, you know, bringing the War Raiders into things. Adam Cole still bitter about wanting his title back, even though he won it by hook or crook and lost it quite simply.
He won it in a ladder match, so it wasn't cheating on Adam Cole's half.
He won it by hook or crook. But, you know, Undisputed Era are undefeated in War Games matches.
Yeah, like you said, it's built for them, isn't it? You know, this match, the Undisputed Era going here as heavy favourites, know what it takes to get the job done. Adam Cole was in very impressive last year. Of course, like I said, former North American champion, beating Ricochet and their problems with the War Raiders coming up. Is it a better lineup than it was last year, Dan?
I think it seems like a more personal rivalry than it was last time. You know, it's like we've seen all these 8 guys, they've had a bit of a feud going on for the past couple of months now, you know, and everyone's had a part to play in it.
You might say a similarity between War Raiders and Sanity, as it were, last year. And of course, the Undisputed Era with Bobby Fish back in the fold will be interesting. And do you think we're going to see something amazing from Ricochet here tonight?
We always do.
Alright, so prediction-wise in this one, Dan, before you give me the rules of War Games, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for Ricky Den.
You gone for Ricky Den?
Ricky Den.
Ricky Den in this match. Right, fucking hell. Wow, maybe it's not over for me then. I have gone for the Undisputed Era, baby!
What's that?
Done knee. They're going to get done to submit with a bad knee. So we could draw down. That is great news, isn't it? That is great. That's cheered me up. With an Undisputed Era victory, we could be back level in this one here. We'll see what happens, though. Why did you go for Rick Dunn?
I have gone for Ricochet, Raiders and Dunn because without their sneaky advantages and sneaky tactics, I don't think the Undeserving Era will be able to get over these four guys because there are more pinnable wrestlers in the Undeserving Era than there are in the face team.
Yeah, I would normally agree, but it's one of those things I was thinking about earlier, like, and we discussed it on the live show. The Undisputed Era need to get a few victories, and they're not going to get them one-on-one, like even though they did on NXT, but look at the outside. When it comes down to a team, they are a team, and I think the Undisputed Era will get the job done here tonight. But if not, Dan, it means a perfect score for you, and you beat me at NXT Takeovers as well.
So, James, the rules are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages with one member of each team starting the match.
After 5 minutes, a member from the Undisputed Era will be released to enter the match.
After a 3-minute period, alternating members from each team will enter the match until all competitors are inside the cage.
Once all competitors has entered, Wargames officially begins.
Escape or leave the cage, you forfeit the match for your team.
The only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission. They are the official Wargames rules. So after 5 minutes, and then every 3 minutes.
You know what I'm thinking now, don't you?
What?
That rule second from the bottom. Escape or leave the cage, you'll forfeit the match for your team. Ricochet is going to go up to do something spectacular, get pushed off top.
Quite possibly. Well, the Undisputed Era are coming out here and they're going to be well liked, even though Dan just doesn't get it with a couple of them. And who's going to be the first member to start? I'll say either Roderick Strong would be cool. Well, for the first time in history, all 4 members of the Undisputed Era are going to be involved in a match here tonight. And Adam Cole is going to be the man. We talked about it earlier on the live show. He is going to be the dude to start it and go all the way for them. He was the MVP last year at War Games. Well, Dan, the first man to start this match for the Undisputed Era is none other than Adam Cole, baby. And listen to the response on that. What a star Adam Cole is. So we're going to get 5 minutes before another member comes out.
And Pete Dunne is on his way out, so it looks like Ricochet is going to start the match. Oh, and Pete Dunne has got the face paint on for War Raiders. I absolutely love it. And as you said about Pete Dunne, he has got the knee bandaged up pretty heavily. Well, we've seen David Arquette in the crowd there. And James, did you know that he has got the Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth tattooed on him?
Wow, that is crazy, Dan. Do you know somewhere in America there is a tree with Macho Man Randy Savage tattooed on that? Well, Pete Dunne is out here in face paint, and I reckon Ricochet will be. Bonus point if he is to me. And this is where all the marbles. If Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era can win, then we will draw takeover pay-per-views for the year. We shall see what happens as we rate your man, Ricochet.
And the spotlight is firmly on Ricochet.
Ricochet is here, ready for action. He's got the face paint. Pete Dunne's already got. Do I get bonus point if Pete Dunne loses with his knee? Oh, come on, I put that down.
No.
Well, I did put Pete down with his knee, and he's got his knee heavily bandaged here tonight.
I didn't get a bonus point for putting Shayna Baszler winning 2-1. You didn't get a point for putting Kairi Sane to win.
Yeah, but 2-1 was obvious.
But no, it's not, because it could have been 2-2.
It could have been 2-2. Could have been 2-0, 2-1.
Yeah.
Well, so what? It's only 2 options. There's fucking 9 or 8 options in this match.
Well,
no, there's countless options in this match. Pinfall submission, or someone being fucking forfeited it. There's 8 men in this match. And Ricochet's here. The North American title, just keeping it warm for Adam Cole.
Why are you being a dick? Why have you got to be a dick?
So 5 minutes now of Adam Cole and Ricochet before we get an Undisputed Era member. And what a big member he is. The leader of the Undisputed Era. And both men facing each other off. And Wargames begins.
When all men are in the ring. Not before.
Now. Adam Cole will never go inside of the ring. Ricochet will have to come to him. You want some? Come get some. So look at Ricochet, scared to go over at the moment.
Ricochet's already over as hell.
And Ricochet scared still. Taking his time, and Adam Cole catches him. I'm going to put a whooping on him.
Ricochet quickly turning it around though with a big rights. And no flips, just fists.
Oh, Adam Cole, a little bit of trouble at the moment. That's Revival.
Your Revival.
You're up for a great one. Ricochet jumping over Adam Cole.
Bang, hits us as takedown, nips up. Lovely leaping dropkick.
Ricochet so impressed with Adam Cole, just going to get a bit of separation now. Let's not forget Adam Cole's very first North American champion.
Yep, and hate to take words out of Ricochet's mouth, but that is his one and only championship he's ever going to get in WWE.
And now uppercut by Ricochet. Adam Cole is going to take his time. He knows he's going to have the advantage in just a couple of minutes. Ricochet with a back elbow off the second. Oh! And a beautiful backstabber there by Adam Cole.
Ricochet always gets caught when he goes flying.
He does. Maybe he needs to change up his repertoire a little bit. And let's not forget Adam Cole's the man who got the victory last year at Wargames. It's going to be Kyle O'Reilly. Adam Cole's got Ricochet up on his shoulders. Ricochet blocking it.
I think it's going to be Roddy Strong. Hushigaroshi.
And a Hushigaroshi there by Adam Cole. Leading NXT into the next era, which will be undisputed. And Adam Cole throws him over the top. Ricochet in a bit of trouble. The 2-on-1 is not coming to place just yet. Adam Cole, cocky bastard, going over to Ricochet. And Ricochet being beaten down at the moment by Adam Cole. Are you surprised Ricochet's not bringing it in the early going down?
He's just conserving his energy for later on in the match.
Adam Cole just strangling him on the second rope.
And rubbing his face into the mesh fencing.
And that could bust you open straight away. Double foot stomp away by Ricochet and a beautiful dropkick. James, make sure you edit all the sneezes out whilst you're paedophiles on this one. And Ricochet in a bit of trouble, but trying to fight back. Oh my God.
And Ricochet went flying, springboarding off the second rope from one ring to the other, taking out Adam Cole.
Okay, that was impressive.
Thank you very much. Not that it was me that done it, but I'm just thanking you on behalf of my mate Rick.
Well, we've got 10 seconds to go until we get our third man in.
Roderick Strong.
And it's handsome Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, come on, unlock the cage. Yeah, do I get a bonus point?
No.
And it's handsome Kyle O'Reilly coming out. If I get all of them right, do I get a bonus point?
No.
If I get every single man that comes out here, do I get a bonus point?
No.
I've already got Ricochet coming out first, and handsome Kyle O'Reilly, who's come out with a palm strikes, beating down Ricochet. And now he's got 3-on-1.
And he certainly is making the most of these 3 minutes.
No, he's not. I'm going to change it. Hanson.
Rowe.
Rowe. Which one's the bald one?
No. Not
Rowe.
No, Hanson.
No, it's Rowe.
Hanson.
And now double Ricochet catches himself in the top rope.
Throws Adam Cole through.
Dodges Kyle O'Reilly.
And he's in between both rings, fighting off both members of the undeserving era.
Maybe the only man that can, but oh my God.
Gets caught by O'Reilly with the leg whip.
He's in serious trouble now, that knee. The Undisputed Era look to take advantage of that. Oh my God, huge knees by Adam Cole. And a massive kick by Kyle O'Reilly. Ricochet in desperate need of help right now.
Well, he's got about 2 minutes to hang on until he gets some assistance in the match.
Managed to get out a second, hit O'Reilly, but Adam Cole would have kicked to Ricochet.
And that puts O'Reilly back in control.
And now double team. An assisted Kujigaja. An assisted double team move in 10 seconds now. He's going to be the next man.
Looks like Pete Dunne.
It's Pete Dunne. Oh, I said Hanson. You told me it was Hanson. Thank you, Dan. So Hanson is the next guy out. I said that. So I'm on for a perfect score right now.
Fuck off.
Yeah. You look back, you listen back, Dan. You said Hanson's the guy, so Hanson.
Yeah, I said Hanson's the guy.
No, you said Hanson.
No, you said.
I'm not going to argue.
You said which one's the bald one? So
I meant the one with long
one.
hair, and you said no, it's Hanson. I said, all right, Hanson.
You said no, right?
Well, look, I'm not going to argue. Hanson's out here now, just taking out Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. He was impressive on NXT. Now, big seat sent on cartwheel.
Clothesline turns Cole inside out.
And the War Raider is bringing it here in War Games. Huge war chance.
Bang, smash in the corner O'Reilly. Bang, smash in the corner Cole. Back to O'Reilly. Back to Cole. Back to O'Reilly. Bang, back to Cole. Bang, back to O'Reilly.
You wish you never started this now, didn't you?
Bang, back to Cole. I've got to continue now. Back to O'Reilly. Back to Cole. Back to O'Reilly. Throws O'Reilly into Cole.
Oh my God, he is on fire, baby. Well, Undisputed Era might have to bring out their strong man next to compete with Hanson.
Bang. Bronco Buster on both O'Reilly and Cole. Ricochet now, it looks to have recovered.
Both teams are colour coordinated as well, like red and black for Team Ricochet, and of course white and grey for the Undisputed Era. And Hanson down on his knees. Here comes Ricochet.
Oh, shooting star press with the assist from Hanson.
Adam Cole with a super kick, trying to get into it. Hanson catches him, and O'Reilly kicks him down. They finally got the advantage over Hanson. Ricochet's in.
Clotheslines O'Reilly.
But let's not forget we're seconds away now for the next member to come in. Ricochet with a big chop to Adam Cole. Let's not forget these are the two first men. 10 seconds away now from Roderick Strong coming out and getting involved. I'm on for a perfect score at the moment for this. Roderick Strong now is in the ring. And of course, let's not forget he teamed up with Authors of Pain last year at Wargames, but now he's definitely Undisputed Era member. Coming in, going right after Ricochet and Hanson. Beautiful drop kick there. Got to be impressed with Roderick Strong.
Running knee to Ricochet. Oh, fuck's sake. Running knee to Hanson.
You always like to start it. Picks Ricochet up.
Oh, and Iranagi into a backbreaker there. Picks him up for a second. Keeps hold of it.
Backbreaker time. Oh.
Double knees to the back.
I think Ricochet's lucky that he can't be pinned yet. Strong means business, and the crowd behind him.
Throws Ricochet into Hanson.
Strong's not finished yet.
Looking for a bulldog. Oh, catches Strong, but a big boot from Adam Cole.
Oh, now beautiful axe kick and then forearm by O'Reilly.
And an Olympic slam from Strong.
Yeah, the big Strong slam. The tag team champions showing why they are.
Why they are what?
The tag team champions.
Oh. And
now Adam Cole directing traffic. Do you know these four men battled each other over the years and found a common goal, Dan? The Undisputed Era, and that's why they're dominating at the moment. That's why they're going to win this match.
Well, there's already a bit of distinction in the ranks, I believe, between War Raiders and Pete Dunne. I mean, they held Pete Dunne back in the cage, stopped him from getting out. Will there be a bit more dissension when it comes to their next entry into the match?
Does that not say that Pete Dunne is not 100%? There's strong holds. Ricochet and O'Reilly comes down. All right, so if Dunne loses with a knee and I get all the members coming out at the right time, do I get a bonus point? Only if I get them right, though.
No.
Look, Dan, it's only fair.
No, James, it is not fair.
Look, 10 seconds left. We're going to see now, of course, Rowe coming out, helping out his tag team partner Hanson in this match. Look, he's holding Dunne back and he's out. Oh, Dan, I'm on. And the next one for Undisputed Era is going to be Bobby Fish. And I reckon the next one out afterwards will be Pete Dunne for the good team. So I've got that right. So it's only the victory that I need. And now...
Bless your little cotton socks.
Look at Hanson on fire. He's got Roderick Strong. Suplex turned him inside out. Picks up O'Reilly. Gutbuster. Now he's got him in a gut wrench.
Adam Cole looking for a jaw shot. ineffective on Rowe, and he just takes Adam Cole out with a kick. Goes to work on Strong, knocks him down with a big elbow. Kyle O'Reilly's on the back looking for a sleeper hold.
And Rowe is the freshest man in at the moment, and it pays off because he stands up with handsome Kyle O'Reilly. Oh!
Plants Adam Cole with an Iranagi. Wiley's got O'Reilly on his back.
Well,
I'll tell you what I'll do, James.
That was
Because I'm
impressive.
feeling generous.
Yeah.
If, and I mean if, hang on a minute.
Wait a minute. Roderick Strong on Rowe's shoulders.
And he plants both O'Reilly and Strong. If, and I mean if, the Undeserving Era get the victory, I'll allow you to share this pay-per-view point with me.
And get a bonus point if Dunn taps out.
No.
And I've got all the people. I can't believe I guessed everybody coming out in the order. I was impressed with that. And now the Pete Dunne thing. We see if he is 100% as O'Reilly sent to the side of the cage. So he's Strong. Do you agree with me that Adam Cole's the worst wrestler in the world?
Adam Cole is, as you say, the worst wrestler in the world.
Yeah. So I'm right about that, aren't I?
Fences, I'd say, potentially. You're trying to get me to say...
When Daniel Bryan comes out of the ring, what's he say normally?
No! No! No!
We're playing... No means yes and yes means no.
I don't play them silly games.
Oh my God, they just threw Adam Cole to the side of the cage, much like they did when they were backstage and threw him into a production truck.
One more time. 10 more times.
Well, Adam Cole went into this match at 5'11". He's coming out of it 5'6". And the War Raiders are there. And they're in control, especially now Ricochet over with Roderick Strong. But 10 seconds left until we see Bobby Fish. And it's going to be his first takeover in quite a while. Since last year's event.
It's been his first takeover since the last one. It was him.
No, Wargames last year was Bobby Fish, last takeover. And he's got the lock and he's locking up Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne has got the fingers.
Oh, but a kick to the knee. Oh my God, and he throws Pete Dunne to the side of the cage. And he's locking him up in there. Well, the key, what's he going to do with it? And what's he got the key? And he says, Pete Dunne, you want it. Genius by Bobby Fish right now. It's going to be 4-on-3.
Doesn't look like Pete Dunne's going to get tapped out.
Not at the moment. Bobby Fish throws the key. And Dunne is stuck in a cage. Fucking hell, Dan. And Dunne is stuck in a cage. And Warren, he's going to take it to the extreme. Still chair with the Undisputed Era logo on it. They're undisputedly chairs. And they've got 4 chairs. This is brilliant by the Undisputed Era. Hanson catches the chair from O'Reilly.
And gets one in the back from Bobby Fish.
Fish from behind. 3 minutes left, but Dunne's stuck already. Wow, this is brilliant. This is what we wanted to see, Dan, isn't it?
No.
And the chair attack. This is legal as anything. We're in war at the moment. Undisputed Era chairs, eh? And look at Kyle O'Reilly playing it like a guitar. Well, this is the Undisputed Era's game now. One thing about this plan by the Undisputed Era, didn't say once all men in the ring, then you can get pinfall submission.
Yep. Why are they not looking for...
Dunne's going to get in the cage. Oh my God, and now they've got Big Hanson.
Oh, throws him into the side of the steel cage.
Well, we talked about Pete Dunne on our live show being a future main eventer. Can he come down and have that effect on this match at the moment? Strong's got Rowe.
Iranagi onto the chair.
Oh, now they've got Hanson again. This is an assault. Even if Dunne gets in, how are they going to get it? Surely it's over. Things are repeatable. Surely.
Don't call me Shirley, but it does look like the ball is in the Undisputed Era's court.
And now 10 seconds left until Pete Dunne. We need some bolt cutters.
Well, get a new key then, you fucking thorn.
Bolt cutters or something like that. Find the other key. Ricochet's getting quadruple teamed in the cage.
And the Undisputed Era are still in full control of this match. They brought the Undisputed chairs into it, and since then they've just taken full control. And now we're looking at dual superplex off the top on Hanson and Rowe. One from Strong, one from Bobby Fish.
Look at Adam Cole talking smack to Dunn.
Yeah, but they can't start the fucking match without him in it, you fucking tit.
Adam Cole, baby. Oh my God.
We've got some bolt cutters, and we've got a fucking angry Pete Dunne in the ring. Go on. Cut it.
Oh, they're trying to cut it, trying to get him free.
Bang, they're in. Pete Dunne is pissed. He's got a bad leg, but that's not going to stop him raging war in War Games.
And here he comes. The match can officially begin. But O'Reilly stopped him from getting in. And what's Dunne looking for? Looking for the kendo stick. Takes out O'Reilly and Fish. Here comes Adam Cole.
Hit him.
And Dunne now struggling to get in. He's got Adam Cole's hand.
Yes.
Kendo strike to the back of it. Dunne is just about to enter War Games. Strong stops him. Oh!
And he gets hit by the gate.
And Dunne throwing in that kendo stick.
He's going to look for some more tools. Ricochet off the top. Taking out all four members of the Undisputed Era with a lovely crossbody.
Dunne for trash can.
He's going to take the trash out.
He's equaling it up for his own team. And then this match will officially get started.
The universe wants table. Dunne is going to deliver tables.
Well, can we get Pete Dunne in the match, please? Come on. We bring tables in now. Dunne's getting another one. Oh, my God. And they're setting up the table. Well, I don't know what they're doing with the tables. Undisputed Era in all sorts of trouble. There's Fish with a kick. Fish don't usually have legs.
Nailed it.
And Dunne's in now. Kendo stick to Strong. This doesn't look good for the Undisputed Era.
And Pete Dunne's just going crazy with a kendo stick. Taking out all members of the Undeserving Era.
And Dunne is on fire, baby. And the kendo stick given to Rowe.
One to Ricochet.
Oh,
Pete
my
Dunne's
God. And the Undisputed Era picking themselves up. Rowe's got the chair. Oh, my God. This is not good. The Undisputed Era being decimated here. Oh, my God. O'Reilly sent onto Steel. Oh, my God. Look at the hand being bent back on that Steel. Oh!
And Dunne kicking the back of the elbow.
Oh, my God. Chair to Roderick Strong there. We show the kendo stick. If Strong doesn't take enough punishment. Dunne's got the Philly. Well, 4-on-4. And Undisputed Era can't get the advantage.
And it is absolute bedlam in there now.
Well, the mess kendo sticks as chairs, trash cans and tables.
Oh, and Pete Dunne turning Roddy Strong inside out onto O'Reilly.
But Adam Cole there attacking Pete Dunne's knee. Rick's side of the cage. And the War Raiders trying to be kept out. Oh! O'Reilly nearly knocks himself in the face.
Well, I think he wishes he did because he ran into a big boot from Hanson who kicked the chair into his face instead.
And now the War Raiders there. The chest up in the corner.
And they put Adam Cole in.
And he's in all sorts of trouble. Rowe picking up Hanson. Oh!
Sends him back first into the trash can that was on Adam Cole's head.
And what the hell are the War Raiders doing? Slapping themselves up.
A body slam from Rowe to Hanson on top of O'Reilly, who was laid between the rings on that metal grid.
And now Strong's in trouble. Caught by Rowe. Here comes Hanson.
Springboard clothesline into a German.
Well, if they can go for the cover here, this is it.
1, 2.
Oh. And Bobby Fish makes a save. But for how long?
Well, he's putting himself in the War Raiders targets now.
There we go. We've seen it earlier. Oh, trash can to the head low by Adam Cole. And now O'Reilly and Fish trying to work together on Hanson.
Rowe.
On Rowe. He's got him in a headlock as Fish with the kicks.
Oh, and a kick from O'Reilly and Fish.
Well, the former NXT Tag Team Champions there, and you can see Roderick Strong, one half. The current Tag Team Champions. They got Ricochet. Strong picking up Ricochet's shoulders. Oh my God, front stabber and a back stabber.
And now they're surrounding Pete Dunne. But the Bruiserweight is not going to back away from a challenge.
And Dunne is tough as old boots. And he can probably beat up these four men anyway.
Easily. Even with a bad peg. Hits Cole. Sends Strong into the cage and a German on him. Step up Insecurity. Fish ducks. It goes straight into the head of O'Reilly. Roll through into the knee bar on Fish on that bad leg.
It's it. It's over. Fish, this bad knee. Where's the rest of the Undisputed Era? They're not around. And now Kyle O'Reilly has got the leg of Dunne with a chain. Oh no, he's got it wrapped round and Dunne can be in. Oh no, Dunne's got the hand.
Wrapping it round the fingers. He's got a Kimura locked in using that chain for extra leverage.
And O'Reilly struggling to fight off. He managing to pick up Dunne. Oh! And a chair shot by Fish. Well, this ain't finishing set up. He's got the arm lock. He's got the ankle lock. The Undisputed Era fending him off. And they can't go anywhere. And Ricochet. And the War Raiders being stopped. Dunne's in submission. It's great strategy by the Undisputed Era.
And they've got a chair involved as well now.
And they're stopping the War Raiders getting in. Ricochet pushed away as well. Double team. And Dunne's not tapping out. Here comes Ricochet.
Oh, he gets thrown in to Fish and Adam Cole.
Oh,
makes the save for Pete Dunne, but runs into a chair from Strong.
And now here comes Strong running against Hanson.
Strong gets back body dropped over into the next ring.
Hanson, big shot.
Hanson and handsome.
To Kyle O'Reilly. Oh my God, they've got Strong and O'Reilly up in separate corners. Well, Adam Cole stops it. And Bobby Fish trying to stop at the other side.
And Pete Dunne, fuck knows how he's still up on his feet, but he manages to recover.
And hit Bobby Fish. Strong now on that top rope, along with Kyle O'Reilly. And Dunne and Ricochet going up to the top. Oh my God, Dunne's recovered up to the top. Both mobiles shooting in there. Oh! A Hurricane Runner by Ricochet goes for the cover.
Oh.
But O'Reilly managing to kick out.
Ah.
Dunne with a suplex off the other side.
And the War Raiders looking to set up a table.
The War Raiders setting up the table. And this is not going to be good for the Undisputed Era. Oh my God. Table's broken already. And the legs gave way. And he pushes Adam Cole off and tries to set it up again. Well, that gave Adam Cole a little bit of time to recover.
Well, he thought he went into safety, but he ends up going into the between the two rings.
Oh my God, he's going to be done. Oh my goodness.
A slam.
And then
One,
two. Oh, chair to the back by O'Reilly. Stop by Ricochet. This is a human wrecking ball. This is terrible. And Fish to the back of Hanson. To the back of Rowe.
Just as Rowe was about to set up. Oh.
Fish with a spear.
Sending Rowe through the table that was set up between the two rings.
Well, Rowe's got to be out, surely.
Don't call me Shirley, but it doesn't look like he's got much left.
And you can see the scars on Fish's back as well. And now it's Adam Cole and Ricochet fighting. Most of the men are down now. It's the two men that started. The referee trying to get the table that way. Adam Cole looking at the suplex Ricochet.
Ricochet's trying to block it.
Kicks down Adam Cole's got him in a tree of woe.
Oh, but O'Reilly from behind. Ricochet manages to fight him off though.
And Kyle O'Reilly landing on that table. And Ricochet with huge right hands. And he's just gone into survival mode at the moment. Here comes Roderick Strong. And a huge knee to Ricochet.
Rocking him.
And
Triangle being applied on Ricochet, who's on the table.
And Adam, oh my God, no, Hanson going up on the other ring. Oh!
Splashes. 1, 2.
Oh! Roderick Strong at the last second there, Dan. You thought that was done and dusted, didn't you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Just like that. Strong managing to save him. So impressive, though, by Hanson. Oh, my God. Poor Kyle O'Reilly. In contention for Johnny Gargano award.
For most punishment taken in a match.
Well, all these men will be awarded that. And every man is down at the moment.
Gives the referee some chance to do a bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping.
And 2 referees here trying to sort out this damage. This destruction. This is truly War Games. Adam Cole is going up to the top. And I don't know if this is a mistake or not, but Ricochet going to go up as well. Oh my God, both of these men up. This is dangerous. Adam Cole doesn't want to quit. Will forfeit. Ricochet up there as well. Oh my God. And these 2 risk takers on top of the cage. Yay, nay punches.
Both men perched on the top of the War Games cage.
And Ricochet winning the exchanges right now. Oh, it looks like Roderick Strong making his way up. And they're trying to throw Ricochet over. And if he falls, the team loses. Oh no. Strong gets crotched on that top rope. Thanks to Pete Dunne. And now Dunne coming up. Oh my God. Pete Dunne coming up to the top. Roderick Strong's there as well. Dunne bends the fingers back around on Cole. And Dunne's going to look to suplex Cole back in. Oh, but Kyle O'Reilly's there. And now Rose back to his feet as well.
And 3 men perched on that top rope.
Oh my God. Oh, Roderick Strong's getting involved. Bobby Fish is on the back of Hanson. And Hanson is making his way up. Oh my God. He's got them all.
Holy shit.
Fuck. 7 men suplexed. And Ricochet's the only man on top left.
A huge Ricochet chant throughout the crowd now. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh my God, that was like a human transformer. And Ricochet is still left on top. And they're all men getting to their feet. I got a feeling this match is far from... And Ricochet's going to do something crazy, Dan. Up on top. He must be at least 15 foot in the air.
At least 20 foot in the air.
Oh! Oh my God, like a 620 off the top.
Reverse 620, a backwards 620.
And I think not only did he take everybody out, he took himself out. That's what it looks like when you jump out of a plane. The momentum Ricochet got the way down. And Mamma Mia being proud.
Now both teams in their own ring. Trying a bit of composure.
And all 8 facing each other off. And this match might never end. And here we go.
All 8 of them barely able to walk.
Huge chant. Oh my God.
And all 8 men meeting in between the 2 rings.
And here we go. It's an all-out war. It's slugfest. I don't know who's on top. And Kyle O'Reilly in serious. Pete down, so's Adam Cole. Fish with a spear. Super kick blocked by Hanson.
Plants Fish. Big knee to the jaw.
Big move by Rowe. Picking him up.
Going up top.
Rowe's got him up.
Bang. Assisted leg drop.
Going for the cover, but O'Reilly there again. And now Strong's up.
Oh, the leg sweep, running knee.
And Hanson's getting stopped by Strong and O'Reilly. But for how long?
He just runs through their double clothesline attempt. Handspring, back elbow from the biggest man in the match.
Adam Cole with a super kick to Hanson. And it's Ricochet left. He comes springboarding across. Still across into a super kick. Pete Dunne catches a leg.
Oh, and just wrenches the knee round. Goes for the fingers.
He's going for the bitter end. Oh!
Oh, Cole reverses it into a DDT.
And now picks him up.
And a neck breaker.
Adam Cole looking for the last shot.
Catches it.
1, 2. Oh!
And Pete Dunne managing to kick out. This time Adam Cole exposes the knee.
Now he's looking to win. Pete Dunne dodges it. Got Adam Cole, bitter end.
Bang! Hits it. Can he capitalise? Ricochet.
Huge move. Both men go for the cover.
1, 2, 3. Mr. Perfect Score, baby!
Well, it's not all about you, Dan, is it? It's not about
no,
you.
it was a very good match.
Perfect Score. Dan wins it all. What a load of fucking shit. What a load of fucking shit, Dan. Yeah, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So, unfortunately, I did turn it off after TakeOver ended. And now we're meeting up to talk about what happened last night. Before we go live, actually. Stan, what did you make of TakeOver, you smug bastard?
Well, I'm sorry I've still got a smug look on my face, but, you know, scores aside, I think that was an absolutely cracker of a pay-per-view. I mean, you know, aside from that pointless match at the beginning, it just, you know, it was really weird. I mean, there was 3 outstanding matches on the card. And, you know, the Sane versus Baszler, that was a strong match as well.
It was a strong match. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look back at each match. So, yeah, Riddle versus Ono started us off. We were told that was going to happen on the episode of NXT, but they kind of tricked us. And it was over in 30 seconds with a big knee by Riddle. For me, though, I didn't mind it, Dan. What were your thoughts?
You know, I've not made it any secret that I'm not the biggest fan of Riddle, but... You know, it built him up. It came in, made him look strong in I think it's probably his second match since being in NXT. And, you know, fair play to it. It's one of them quick shock victories that was over before it got boring, really.
Well, they've obviously got big plans for Matt Riddle, and I feel like we're going to see that a lot forward in NXT in 2019. I gave that a 3 out of 5.
Oh, I also gave that a 3 out of 5. You know, there wasn't really much content to score on it. So, you know, it's either that or an NA.
Well, the first big disappointment of the night was not Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. It was the involvement of Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir. For fuck's sake, where's William Regal? Where are the officials? What is going on there? I can understand they got involved in the match, but it just kind of ruined the match for me a little bit as well. I think that if each of the women could have just gotten all out there, I'd be wrong. I know why he's saying, oh, they can get involved. But so early on as well, it just wasn't given enough time to kind of progress as it was. I still think it was a great match. You could see the chemistry between the two women. But again, it was telegraphed with the involvement at the start and at the end with Sane going up for the insane elbow, knowing that she had taken too long, and Baszler has caught her like that before. But it kind of did take it away a little bit because Kairi Sane just comes across as a kind of... I didn't know that was going to happen. She just comes across a bit idiotic. I'm talking about her. I know Dakota Kai and
Io Shirai.
Io Shirai. How can I forget my pick? Io Shirai got involved, and that would be great down the line. But again, I just don't know, Dan. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with you. I think the outside involvement came a bit too soon. I think, you know, Baszler should have got her quick victory. You know, the way that she got it with the quick submission. Kairi Sane should have pulled one back, and then when it looked like Sane was about to win it, then have the interference.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once the interference had paid off, Shirai and Dakota Kai run out, you know, take out the other two women, and then, you know, it could be, oh, I'll let you think that Sane's going to win it, and then
exactly,
took too long, yeah.
It does take away from Baszler a little bit as well. I don't know if they're doing that to make her seem a bit weaker because of the kind of tough character that she has been. But my thing, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the Undisputed Era, but I don't want to see the same thing happening in every division. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've already got it in tag team division, we've already got it in the UK title scene and the North American title now. You know, they dabbed with the NXT title for a little bit when Aleister Black was involved, and now we're going to sit in the women's. I don't want too much outside interference. NXT was good the way it is because it's left to have the matches in it. And I feel with Sane and Baszler, that took away. The complete opposite for what it did in the next match with Ali B versus Johnny Gargano when you talk about
what was your
storytelling.
score for the...
I give it 4 out of 5 though.
I gave that a 3.5 out of 5. I think, it could have been a 4, 4.5, maybe even a 5 if they'd have done it correctly. But I feel they kind of, once you saw the two women come out, you kind of knew it was over for Sane. And, having that happen before the first fall is really pointless.
Yeah, but it's a kind of big match, especially after we had Riddle and Ono. I think it got the card started. But yeah, so we talk about the story with Black and Gargano in the third match.
Yes, I mean, these two guys told a brilliant story, from the very start to how they was feeling each other out, to the insane combination of moves working off each other, going backwards and forwards. Like the combinations where you see, like, Ali get hit, and then Gargano, and then, like, Ali staggering about, hitting him back again, and, just the way they do that to the knee on the suicide dive on the outside was absolutely perfect. And, even the finish, he hit him with one Black Mass kick, picked him up for the second. Well, didn't even pick him up for the second. Johnny passed out on him, and he said, look, I absolve you of your sins. Hit him with the second one, got the pin. That, kind of puts Ali B up there as one of the great good guys, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, for me, the only thing of that match was, would it have been for the NXT title? Like, that, I would have given that a straight up 5 out of 5. I would have given that a straight 5 out of 5 if it had been for the title, but because it wasn't and it was personal, I still think it's a cracking match. I go that 4 3/4 out of 5.
I thought for a title it wouldn't have felt so personal between the two.
The match is personal, but the title on the line as well after all that.
If it had have been the... No, because, it was... It all came back to around the title. So, it started off when Johnny Gargano inadvertently hit Ali B with the title, then they set him up a fatal threat, a triple threat match. And then, he was taken out of it so Johnny could focus on Ciampa just one-on-one without Aleister Black being involved in it. And, I thought it told...
Sorry, but imagine if Gargano, whilst he had taken Aleister Black out, had then become NXT champion, and on top of that, had just taken everything away from Aleister Black that meant anything to him, not only his career, but the championship, and everything else that was on the line. In the main event of a takeover, with that match, for me, that would have been 5 out of 5, much like Ciampa and Gargano. That's the only reason I've marked it down.
Well, I gave that a 5 out of 5. I thought that was an absolutely... And, just the chemistry both these guys have had as well. They've not fought against each other in NXT. I know they've probably trained against each other and so on and so forth and fought on live shows. But, these two guys, they put it out there on the biggest stage and delivered perfectly.
Well, usually the problem with that then is that the match that has to follow it. And it was the NXT title on the line. It was Velveteen Dream versus Ciampa. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised from this match. Considering Dream had come off a takeover match with EC3 that probably wasn't the best, and where really Dream was to blame here, it again felt like a proper story told, much like on the line with his match against Aleister Black. I should say Aleister Black is a fantastic storyteller in the ring. I mean, his matches in NXT always have a point, and you can see, and I think the Velveteen Dream did as well, especially coming out as Hogan to begin with, and having the bandana stuff slipping off. And Ciampa, like I said, maybe taking it too easy on Velveteen Dream and underestimating him and having the Dream have his big comeback and not only, proving to everybody how close he came. He was a millisecond away from walking out as NXT champion. And you got to admit, the point where he hit the Purple Rainmaker the first time, we thought that was it. We thought it was a new NXT champion. And they dragged us in and Ciampa managing to, kick out. And still managing to kind of, dirty deeds in that way of trying to walk out as champion,
Yeah, it was a great match between these two guys. Didn't need any sneaky victories. I think that kind of takes away from what makes a great match even better. And, the back and forth between these two, it was, on the edge of your seat stuff. This is a match that genuinely could have gone either way.
Yeah, the match that we probably weren't expecting anything from out of the other ones, it kind of slaps us across the face and goes, no, here we go. These two guys can really go at it. Ciampa come across as strong, get the job done, and Dream, he's got that kind of main event look. He's got the it factor about him that if he goes up to be treated well, like the Dream can go so far as well, especially with everything that he can do in the ring. I gave that a 4.5 out of 5.
Well, James, I gave that a 5 out of 5 again.
You gave that number 5 out of 5.
I thought, again, it was a match that, all the time, just, from the Dreams actions to the way Ciampa kind of bounced off him, and, I'm not sure what happened with the foot and the boot coming off. I don't know what kind of part that played into it, if it was meant to have played a part into it.
No, I'm not sure, yeah, but
again, it...
But even the concrete getting exposed and stuff like that, just Ciampa's a sick individual.
And then, even at the end of it, Ciampa was a crumpled mess laying on top of a crumpled Dream while he was still clutching his title. They was laying there for about 30 seconds. And it's it just goes... It looks like these two guys have absolutely spent everything in the ring and in that match.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason I think a 5 out of 5. It's the opposite.
Because there wasn't a title on the line.
No. Because it wasn't as personal as the Gargano and Ali B match was. And I feel if you had a bigger build-up, then that match would have meant more as well. You're
being very stingy with your scores tonight.
No, I'm just saying. Right, come on, I gave 4 3/4. And then the War Games match. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Well, from the start, it started off great. You had these two competitors in the ring. You had Ricochet and that twat. And, I gave him credit where it was due in the last War Games match. I mean, Adam Cole had... Well, the Undeserving Era had a great match last year at War Games. It was a very good start. And then, you see... I think it was O'Reilly that came out first. And then it was a 2-on-1 deficit. Ricochet really didn't have much of a chance to come back from that. And then, just the way they was entering, Pete Dunne wanted to come in first, but the War Raiders was holding him back, saying, look, no. I think Pete Dunne just wanted to get out there for the anger, but they was kind of protecting him for his knee. And he thinking, well, is Pete Dunne going to turn on him? So that gives you that light in the match. And then... when Bobby Fish finally made his entrance in, he took his padlock off, chained up Pete Dunne's thing, and, they introduced all the weaponry, the Undeserving Era chairs, and, it kind of turned the match up a level, and then Pete Dunne eventually made his way to the match, and, that's when it really heated up, I think. Just the iconic standoff moments. You had spiderweb powerbomb suplex.
7 people on there,
And then Ricochet with his 630 moonsault or whatever it was, And just the whole match of it was just played off absolutely brilliant.
And there were some parts of the match I was like, yeah, this is really, really good. Like when the two teams are facing off each other and they go in the middle of the ring and all start fighting off, I thought, oh yeah, this is what War Games is about. I don't usually love War Games, but I don't know if it was me and after just the night I had, but I felt it went on for a bit too long. I felt, I can understand the 5 minutes at the start and then the 3 minutes later, a bit like Elimination Chamber and stuff like that. But I think for me, that I just waiting for it to finish. And like you said, the things that caught me a bit stupidity, the Pete Dunne key, like locking him in, didn't the referee know that would work? Do you know what I mean? Why would Dunne then say, oh, it's not working? You've seen them throw away the key. You know they're throwing away the key, so why are you fucking around waiting for another 3 minutes for it to happen and then get it? For me, that was just stupid. And another thing I don't like is in the War Games match, it's waiting for your spots to happen. I understand a lot of stuff happens, but after a while, the story goes away and you just waiting for your stunts and your moments to work. And if you're introducing tables, then don't get fucking excited about the near falls happening beforehand because the tables haven't been used yet. Only get excited once the table... And there was like a kind of 10-minute period, it was like, well, this ain't going to be the end because the fucking tables haven't been set up yet, Don't get me wrong, it was a good match. It was a great match. Like I said, some of the visuals and some of the stuff that did happen. But I felt like last year's one, I might be controversial here. For me, I enjoyed last year's more than I did this year's.
I thought it was, the way it kind of went. Yeah, I think the cage thing did go a bit idiotically. It's like they've had 3 minutes to try and find the key, run backstage, and within 20 seconds they find a pair of bolt croppers. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what was that all about? And you're obviously going to know that key's not going to fit it. I understand that, but it's kind of like a delaying sneaky heel tactic from the Undisputed Era. I mean, if they'd have got it straight away, it kind of wouldn't have played out.
Yeah, I know, but again, for me, it delayed the match of a match that I already wanted to be close to. You know what I mean? I don't need a 45 minutes War Game match. I'd be quite happy with a kind of half-hour one. I think they tried too much in it, and I worry about the kind of impact. Bobby Fish got stretched out.
No, that was it was more of a psychological thing. That he actually hasn't injured his nose.
Yeah, but still fucked up during it. Do you know what I mean? He's just come back from 6 months off. And he's going put through all that kind of shit. And the bumps and the risks that everybody took, like I say, it is for a spectacle. But is it really worth it? It's like the TLC matches that we saw. It's not on the level of that. But they're going to try and, beat that. And I feel really sorry for the punishment that they've taken it. For me, it was just kind of step too far. Especially after the kind of fantastic stories that we told throughout the night. Like War Games at the end of it. When it was over, and I might be the only one. I might have, Dan. What did you rank Raw Games? What did you give it out of 5?
I gave that a 5.
You gave it another 5.
Yeah. Again, I was absolutely, I was intrigued in it. It was a match that you thought, well, especially with Pete Dunne's injury, could he have been the one to take the fall? I mean. You saw his knee bandaged up. You saw him hobbling about a bit throughout the match. So, I thought your premonition might have come through for a while.
It didn't.
But, it was a very logical way of thinking about it.
Yeah, but what it proves is that they're going to go forward with Dunne and Ricochet now, getting the pin over Adam Cole away. They looked at each other with the title belts. We are going to have that match between the two down the road somehow. And I'm impressed. We talked about Dunne being the kind of main event or whatever it was. And it looks like they're going to go forward with him at this moment in time. Until he eventually loses to Ricochet,
Well, that was part of our mass debate as well.
Yes, I'm talking about, Pete Dunne with his title reign. No, I go at 4 out of 5. I don't know. I don't think if I saw anything, apart from the kind of, like I said, that spider suplex, there's anything that I haven't really seen before. I don't really down on it. So, what's your match of the night then? You got 3 5 out of 5s?
I would have to go with Ali B versus Johnny G. I think it was a great match, and to have to follow that with a nearly equally as good match, and then having to follow that with a nearly equally as good match, it is something that's hard to do, and they managed to pull it off.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you agreed with me because Black and Gargano is my match of the night as well, seeing as the only one that got 5 from me, even though you got 3 5.
4 3/4.
4 3/4. Yeah, I didn't give that 5. You're right. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't give that 5. Takeover was horrible for me tonight. No, it was good. Again, rating out of 10, right, before people have a go at me, I'll give it an 8.5, right? Only because I felt it was missing a couple of things. We talked about what happens in the women's match. The War Games match for me too long, and a tag team match I think needed to take place as well, just to kind of break up the monotony of the singles matches. Even though the single matches are great, I still think tag team, you kind of need to show off that and show how good that is. So that's why I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. Dan?
I'm going to give it a 5 now.
Yeah, I'm going to give it less than Crown Jewel.
I'm going to give it a 9. Because there's,
Sure, it should be high if you got 3 5 out of 5.
Alright, 9.5. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I think, the first couple of matches, the first match really wasn't classed as a match, but the women's match, I think they kind of, and if that had been better, then it probably would have given me a 10. But it's still gonna overshadow anything that happens with Survivor Series.
I don't know, Dan. I'm starting to get excited about it. We've got a dream match, first time ever. Shinsuke fucking Nakamura going against Seth Rollins. Not only that, but the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, Universal Champ, going against WWE Champion, the Yes Man, Daniel Bryan. We're going to have SmackDown versus Raw at War, and we've got Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. I mean, it's going to be a great pay-per-view. So final thoughts on Takeover, Dan, before we stop it.
I thought they absolutely knocked out of the park with Takeover. There was a few moments, where they've got room for improvement, such as the women's match, and after having what I thought was an even better match at Evolution, and then they go to kind of finish the set like this. It's a bit of a downer. But yeah, all in all, it was with 3 what I thought was very, very good matches.
Yeah, 3 excellent matches. The highest you can rank a match and Takeover. Yeah, knocked out the park for you. For me, I wasn't leaving something else. I don't know what it was. Maybe if Matt Riddle wasn't there and the tag team match was in its place, and yeah, but it was still, like I said, a great show. Takeover always does deliver. So now it's time to watch the episode of NXT after Takeover, just to have a little wrap up. It is episode 479, November 21st. And Dan, when did we watch it?
Now!
Well, we start with a video recapping all the action last Saturday at TakeOver Wargames 2.
Mauro Ranallo, Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson/Jackson welcome us to Staples Center in LA and run down what's been promoted for tonight.
Well, up first it's Keith Lee versus Fidel Bravo. And I tell you something, Fidel Bravo is favorite wrestlers. I saw him on 205 Live. And now he's here tonight. I mean, he's got everything I feel to have the potential.
I absolutely love that porn star stash.
Yes, it's great, isn't it?
Is he repping a mullet as well?
I know. Oh, I think he's got a mini mullet. The ponytail, the trunks. He looks about 45.
At least 62.
He's here in action against Keith Lee. And Keith Lee really has been overshadowed a little bit by Matt Riddle, who made his debut a couple of weeks after. You've not really seen him. We've seen him a couple of times on NXT. I've not really been hugely impressed. Dan, what have you thought of Keith Lee?
I haven't seen anything that overly impresses me either.
We know he's got a character. We know the fans seem to dig him.
And of course, they've still got the dual ring set up there from Wargames, which was the night before.
And now Keith Lee grabs Bravo, sends him to the corner.
A clean break for Lee.
And Bravo pushes Keith. He's not going to play.
Gets in his face.
And what's Keith Lee going to do about that?
Oh, he's going to block an attempted punch and just deliver a left of his own.
Well, bask in the glory of Keith Lee. And sends him in the corner. And again, double-handed chop. Bravo got his chest caved in then.
Why is he getting really cocky beating a fucking local competitor?
Well, one more time. He goes in the corner, but Bravo moves cleverly. And now here comes Fidel. Ducks a clothesline.
Oh, gets caught in a crossbody though.
You thinking Bobby Roode or something like that?
He started off thinking Bobby Roode.
Yeah, and then he changed it. Got him up on his shoulders. Well, power slam, jackhammer. Keith Lee wins. I mean, look, can I be negative for a change, right? To be fair, Keith Lee, I've seen him a bit on Independence and that. There is nothing that it stands out or impresses me here. You know, even the guy's size, like Samoa Joe or the gimmick, I just don't get this at the moment, Keith Lee. I like Fidel Bravo more.
Can I also be negative? Not only did he try to steal one of Bobby Roode's gimmicks, but he's also stolen a fucking jackhammer-style slam off of fucking Goldberg, which you just don't do. He's no Goldberg.
No, I really don't understand it. The women's title 2 out of 3 falls match gets a video narrated by Watson. Kathy Lee's fallout interview with champ Shania Baszler with Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir is shown, where the Queen of Space declares herself dominant and unstoppable with a horsewoman at her side, especially if they keep interfering at takeover matches and fucking ruin it for everybody.
Yes, Cassius Ohno interrupting Matt Riddle on the pre-show, and Riddle knocking out Ohno at takeover is shown, now with McGuinness narration. We also get Sarah Schreiber's fallout interview with a King of Bros about his day, but bro.
And then we get Lars Sullivan versus Kaita Murray. And of course, at the weekend of Survivor Series, Lars Sullivan is going to make his way to the main roster and we'll see if Kaita Murray can do anything. Sullivan's already in the ring. Squashed him already. He's got him up.
Just throws him across the ring. I mean, last two guys have been cruiserweights going against super fucking heavyweights. I mean, what is the fucking point?
Well, we are getting squashes here, and Murray might not last long. Murray Mintz no longer to hurry Mintz. He's got him up for the freak accident.
1, 2, 3. Well, that was a lot quicker than the match that Keith Lee had. And Lars Sullivan actually does something that impresses me.
Well, he is a freak of nature, but you got to think what has happened if he actually went against someone his size. Lars Sullivan's head's probably the same size as Keita Murray, and he wants the microphone now. They're going to drop Sullivan soon and call him Lars, aren't they? That's what they do when they go at main roster. I think he's going to be Snitsky of like 2018, 2019. He's going to kill a baby. Wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Sullivan's saying that he's going to keep doing that to people who don't stand up to him to get a championship match.
I think his tongue is far too long for his head.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It folds up when he talks. And if his point's not been registered, he's going to take it out again on Keita Murray, who's just destroying Murray. And now picked up again. Wait a minute. Here comes Big Keith Lee.
Oh, Keith Lee bounces the ropes and shoulder blocks Lars Sullivan.
Well, that's more like it from Keith Lee. Big Keith Lee chant. Keith Lee. And Sullivan sent away, looking on at Keith Lee, and maybe going to have a match between the two. I mean, it would make more sense if they just face each other at TakeOver, but hey, they're going to build it up. Dan, what are your thoughts on those last two matches?
Well, it is. There is a difference between a face and a heel. I mean, you know, a facey Keith Lee is there and he's, you know, clean breaks and he's doing everything right. You know, he beats his opponent. There's that Lars Sullivan saying, look, even though I've lost my last championship match I've had and I've not beaten anyone of any significance, you know, I'm going to keep beating local competitors until I get my shot again. You know, it is a bit... Yeah, and it is, again, a Healy move of, you know, a face coming down to make the save and then the heel like saying, look, no, battles wisely.
Yeah, I mean, we know Sullivan is going up to the main roster as well, so what's that mean for this match? Is it just, I think that is going to happen, but Ranallo makes a plea for the Red Cross donations to help impacted by the California wildfires. Then Percy kicks to a look back at Aleister Black win over Johnny Gargano, complete with exclusive footage. We get a new post-match clip with Schreiber trying to get Black to tell her if this is the end of his feud with Johnny. Aleister walks up to Candice LeRae, and they share a long look into each other's eyes before LeRae walks off.
Well, Tommaso Ciampa's NXT Championship win over Velveteen Dream gets a video package. And after a commercial, we get some new footage of a backstage confrontation between Sullivan and Lee, which caused General Manager William Regal to book their match for next week from San Jose.
Oh, so we're going to get that match next week, and then we see exclusive footage of Pete Dunne, Ricochet and War Raiders Wargames win over the Undisputed.
What's all this exclusive footage?
Well, it's just basically catching up with interviews behind the scenes. They're saying, what do you think of that? And they go, yeah, it was good, wasn't it? And that's Pete Dunne. Yeah, I did well, didn't I? Then our main event is Nikki Cross versus Candice LeRae. So we see both women come out, Cross is in the corner. And I will always watch a Nikki Cross match of being entertaining. But Candice LeRae, we've seen a different side of her. Will she side with her husband, Johnny Gargano?
Well, it's, you know, Secret Keeper and the wife of the man with the secret.
Yeah, exactly. This is a match maybe both women wanted. If Nikki Cross hadn't said anything.
I don't think Candice LeRae is going to want this match.
Well, Nikki Cross is involved at the moment. You would think she's probably more, about protecting Aleister Black. And LeRae, of course, about Gargano.
But LeRae shoving Nikki Cross back. And Nikki Cross again, she just switches. But gets a leg taken out from underneath her by Candice LeRae. Nikki pushes her off. Looking for a diving cross body, but LeRae ducks it. Candice
on the apron and Cross outside. Grabs the leg, she falls face first onto the apron and now into the mat. The ringside, what the fuck are they?
The ring and the ring skirt.
Well, she's in the ring skirt and Nikki Cross just punching away. But let's not discredit Candice LeRae. You know, she used to fight men. She's beaten Joe Ryan and other people like that in the past. Teamed up with Joe Ryan for a little bit.
The King of Dong style.
And now a beautiful kick by Candice, spinning around on that apron.
She was my pick as well.
Yeah, she was in the Mae Young Classic first time round. And now Nikki's in a bit of trouble. Oh!
Springboard crossbody from LeRae. It was a touch high, but I still think it hit the mark.
Yeah, I think, well, the trailing leg, I think, hit Nikki right between the eyes. Throws her back in now.
The Cross still going crazy on the attack.
Oh, backslide by Candice, only getting a 1 though.
1. Follows up with a drop kick.
Goes for the cover, but Nikki Cross out at 2.
2.
And Candice might be upset about this whole thing being played out in the public. All fast, but nice belly to back suplex there by Nikki. Cross now slapping herself.
Runs in, looking for a patented bulldog, but LeRae shrugs it off.
Now she hits the natural selection. Head back. Both women in the opposite corner. LeRae come running in.
Hits the back elbow.
Snapmare and then steps on Nikki's back. Hits the senton.
Oh, only a 2 count though.
2. And now LeRae unprettier to Nikki Cross. She's not finished there though.
Oh, looking for a lion salt, so she's stolen Christian and Chris Jericho's move there.
Oh, and Cross hits the purge. And that is over. Goes for the cover.
1, 2. Oh, no. LeRae managing to kick out.
And no one has ever kicked out of the purge before. Not even Oscar. To be fair, she never hit it on Oscar, but still. Candice showing her toughness now. She's still in this match. I would back Nikki Cross against Shayna Baszler at the moment.
Well, it depends who's with Shayna Baszler, doesn't it?
Yes, but she had Sanity with her. And now Cross working over Candice LeRae on the top. The fans chanting Nikki and for Candice.
Oh, LeRae looking for a Somerset flip powerbomb, but Nikki Cross holding on as if her life counted on it.
Oh.
Looks for a big right hand to Candice LeRae, who moves out the way. Nikki Cross hits a top turnbuckle, runs up for a German suplex.
Oh my God, went for the cover, but Nikki somehow gets the shoulder up at 2.
2.
And that was heavy impact there. I don't think Nikki knows where she is. She's not smiling now.
She will be shortly.
Don't call me shorty. And now Nikki, you said this, Dan, she'll be smiling in a minute. She's got up, and now she is laughing her head off.
I think that's just pissed LeRae off because she's delivered some elbows and some slaps across the chest of Nikki Cross.
Oh my God.
But it's nothing more than what Nikki does to herself anyway, so, you know.
Now big rights and lefts. And now the knees to the face. Johnny Gargano. And now she's got the leg hooked up on Nikki Cross. Candice has taken it to a different level today. The darkness inside her must be Johnny Gargano. Oh my God.
Stepping on the back of Nikki Cross, sending her face first into the mat.
Well, something's not right. We saw her wearing black lipstick the other day. And now she's going to go for the Gargano escape. Oh my God. And Nikki in all sorts of trouble, but she won't tap.
Has she adopted her husband's dark side?
I think she has. She's had some dark side inside her. And Nikki Cross goes to the bottom rope. Breaks it, but Candice won't.
And the referee has to force a break between the two.
And this is not good for Nikki at the moment.
Nikki hanging LeRae up on the second rope.
Picks her up. Spinning suplex on the top rope. And gets the job done there. I don't know why she didn't hit the purge again, but still gets the pin. I think Candice might have deserved to win. I love Nikki Cross, but Dan, what are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, it certainly brings out a completely different side to Candice LeRae. Is it a side that Nikki Cross is appreciating? Is this what she was trying to get out of her all along?
I think Nikki Cross always enjoys wars. You know, we always see that, and I think now there might be a chance for a feud there, but I think Nikki Cross deserves to go up on the main roster, and like you said, it breathes new light into Candice. If she does try that character, she might have to change her gear just a little bit, or she can play babyface. You know, that's fair enough. So we'll see what happens, but it gives more depth to the women's division, which is going to need it. You know, we heard Kai saying suffering with high temperature at the moment, but after her and Baszler, who's next in line?
Isn't Shari out injured as well?
Yeah, Shari's in trouble as well. So, you know, you've got Bianca Belair and Lacey Evans, but of course they're all heels. So it depends which way you want to go. Candice LeRae might play an important role, or Nikki Cross might. But it's been a good match, and for the NXT after Takeover, it's been okay. It's nothing more than we expected, though, is it? Do you know what I mean? So
no, it is just matches of people that were on the main card, really.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. Final thought. What you thought on the NXT Takeover and what they did this weekend?
The NXT Takeover was absolutely brilliant. I loved every minute of it. The NXT after wasn't so great, but again, it's kind of storyline esque. So it's it's just carrying on the storylines and bringing new life into new storylines.
Yeah, so we're going to do a couple of things before we leave now quickly because we are bringing it out to you today. Tomorrow we've got a huge podcast coming to you, WWE versus WCW. That's November 1998. But before we do that, we've got a couple of things that we always do on the podcast. So first up, it's what's on your watch list, what we have been watching here. And we're just going to, a couple of episodes going to catch up. We're going to do a December WWE Net review, but obviously we like to catch up weekly now more than anything else. So what's on your watch list? Dan, you can start us off here. What have you been watching?
I watched the Dean Ambrose Chronicle. I know I'm probably a bit behind everyone else in watching it. I saw some rave reviews from it, and so I thought, yeah, definitely worth a watch. As it goes without saying, I'm a very big fan of Dean Ambrose anyway, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's basically a chronicle of his career from August 2018 to November.
Yeah, August 9th to November 13th. That was it. And it was November 17th they released it, which was the night after Takeover. A bit bored, to be fair, because I thought with Dean Ambrose, it could have been more excited, but I was a bit confused what they were doing. We were talking about this as well, weren't we? What do they do with Ambrose?
I don't know. This was a bit of a weird episode. It started off something that I thought was going to be very, very insightful about, look back at him rehabbing his injury, going back to basically where he started with his good friend, can't remember his name, but, you see him locking up with him, and then you see him looking around, I think it's like somewhere in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
At the old neon graveyard, basically, where they used to put all the old neon lights and that, he's walking around with Renee Young, and they seem quite coupley, and say coupley, but it's as coupley as Dean Ambrose could be in that. And she said, I love forcing you into taking selfies with me because you've got cameras here, and otherwise he'd probably tell her to jog on or he'd have his dick out. And
yeah, exactly. He wouldn't be happy about it. Yeah.
But that was quite good. And then you see him gearing up for his return. You hear the announcement, him stood backstage. He gives Vince McMahon a quick cuddle, and and you see him gearing up for his return back against. It was against Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, I think. And you hear Seth Rollins, who was on stage saying, I was sorting out travel delays, but it wasn't for me, it was for my partner, and he's a lunatic. And then Dean Ambrose comes out. You get a good backstage look at that. And then, I think from then on, it kind of turned into a bit of a darker path, and you see Dean Ambrose, because he gets quite pissed off with everyone there. I think he throws something across the room a couple of times, during his backstage interviews. And then, you obviously see his turn on Seth Rollins when Roman Reigns announced he's going to be dropping the title, due to his illnesses.
Pretty up to date, though, wasn't it? Because he even went to the Raw promo that we had last week of him burning the Shield jacket as well. But I just thought, it's kind of missed the trick with him in character rather than seeing him kind of behind the curtain. And we'll see how the heel turn goes for him. On also the same day, November 17th, we had League of Legends, WWE vs NXT. Everything was on the line as Team NXT, led by Tyler One. It was Adam Cole, baby, Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai, and Johnny Gargano. No, hang on a minute. Yeah, Johnny Gargano versus Team WWE, who, Dan?
Against Team WWE, who is Seth Rollins, Cesaro, Ruby Riott with 2 T's, and Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, and
they're led by Coach I Am Cutie Pie.
Yeah, and they were playing off in League of Legends, basically trying to kill each other, and Seth Rollins got absolutely fucking destroyed by Dakota Kai in this one. So much so, you were telling me earlier that she changed her Twitter handle now.
She's changed her Twitter handle to the King Slayer, because I've been very interested in Twitter at the moment.
They're fighting off, and this, of course, is a PC game for anybody to play it, and League of Legends is quite a huge thing that they do, and a very professional kind of outfit and stuff. People just watching for about, I think, half hour or so, but the NXT were in the red and the WWE were in the blue, and WWE just got destroyed. Rollins lost his shit most of the time, but Cesaro just seemed so likeable. Everybody there, he gave everybody a hug. Do you know what I mean? Everybody knew who he was. They kind of have history with him, whether it be in Ring of Honor in WWE. He just seems such a cool guy. And it's just something on the network. It's a little bit different, and it just 45 minutes long, and it's over before really, it anyway. So
I get bored out of my nut just watching or playing computer games myself, so watching people playing one out just do my head in.
November 18th, we had WWE 365 AJ Styles. Now, the problem with Ambrose one, he didn't go behind the character. He did in AJ Styles. He talked about it's just anybody just needs to watch it.
Is that the kind of difference between the 365 series and the Chronicle series? Is the Chronicle more in character and the 365 is kind of them in their own life?
Most definitely, and I think the Chronicles is basically focusing on feuds more as well, whereas the first Chronicle about Nakamura was feuding with AJ Styles, and they're thinking about this. The same with Dean Ambrose and his feud with Seth Rollins. With AJ Styles, just a year. They started the program 2 weeks before he won the WWE Championship, and then they kind of progressed him through their injury problems and how close he is to the family. He had to stop the interview at one point because his kid ran into a wall and blooded his nose, and then he said, "I come back, I've got to change the T-shirt. I've got 3 kids." They focused on Nakamura. The only thing I didn't like about it was calling Nakamura match a dream match, or that it lived up to expectation when I don't think it did. And of course the Samoa Joe stuff that they were doing there as well, and him retaining the title. Styles just comes across as a guy who really, really likeable, says he got into wrestling to make money, and then when he realised he couldn't, he just fell in love with it. And you get to see, behind the scenes, his relationships with kind of people on the main roster and behind the scenes. And there's a couple of times with Vince McMahon giving him a hug, especially after AJ Styles wrestled in, I think, Chile. And then 24 hours later appeared at TLC to face Finn Balor when Bray Wyatt was injured. Those two put on a great effort. You see Vince McMahon backstage kind of really thanking him for making that trip and kind of showing that he's WWE through and through now. And Styles one of the guys that he says he loves it, that WWE can rely on him. They need someone to put on a show, call AJ Styles. So I think, it might come a little bit too late for him, but they talk about TNA as well, which is a surprise.
Yeah, it's an earlier AJ Styles in WWE. I mean, if we go back to I'd say about 2009.
Yeah, I think longevity with Styles. I think if anything, if we could have had him 5 years sooner, I think it would have been perfect as well. It's a shame we never got to tangle with like CM Punk and people like that. Now he is with Daniel Bryan feud that's going to continue through the TLC. I think this is just a shame. Styles is he's in his 40s now, but at least he had WWE. He proved everybody wrong. Look at how difficult it is to make success. To come over here, and Styles has done it, and just a really nice guy as well. So it's a great program.
Also, another thing that's quite interesting to watch is the Music Power 10, and that is for October. And it's just basically they go through the month, just counting down the spectacular superstar entrances for all of WWE.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had any grand entrances for a while now, because we've had a few of the. Nakamura coming out with a violinist, and then loads more violinists follow him. We haven't really had many memorable intros. No. I think the most memorable one is the Evolution one, and that's basically because the Evolution had rejoined for the special.
Yeah, without doubt, and I think that is most definitely the reason why. So we're not going to do a full-scale Raw review and SmackDown summary, Dan, but you did watch Raw and I watched SmackDown. So what are your thoughts on Raw?
Didn't really enjoy it that much. I think as a go-home show goes, it's probably the worst one I've seen in a long while.
Yeah, I mean, they had the injury angle, didn't they? Braun Strowman, they banged his elbow up a little bit. But apart from that, I don't think it was too great. The Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins thing at the end. Well, I watched SmackDown, and SmackDown weren't too bad. You had Charlotte at the start, alongside Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. She came out as a heel, got cheered, and then kind of was a face in the Peyton Royce Billie Kay match, got the victories there. The Rey Mysterio Randy Orton match was going to be the main event. The only other thing I can really remember is the Daniel Bryan interview, which was great, where he was saying he was the Daniel Bryan and that he's a changed man, and
Is that a bit like the Brian Kendrick?
Well, that's what I was thinking about. He's talking to himself in the third person as well, so maybe he's got that character. He said it was when he's, recovering from his injuries and he's put in the incubation chamber. Hyperbolic chamber, and he's sitting there thinking about all the times, that he had to change himself. That it was, and I think that was cool. And then, of course, the main event, Orton versus Mysterio. It was only given 10 minutes. The best thing in the match, I've been hating the slide out of the ring for so fucking long now, and finally something happened about it, because your man, Dan, Randy Orton.
As Rey Mysterio was sliding out of the ring, he delivered an RKO to the oncoming Rey Mysterio, ripped at his mask, hit him with another RKO, and then took his mask completely off him.
Yeah. Oh, another thing on SmackDown, Asuka Naomi, they beat a team, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Oscar's transition, if you think how good Oscar is, Oscar's transition into the Oscar lock was a thing of beauty. She dived at Sonya Deville like an arm breaker, switched to the behind, bang, Oscar lock, job done. Oscar is still over and can still be worked. Raw was disappointing. SmackDown was okay as we move on to TLC. And then finally wrapping up just the news. Jim Duggan, unfortunately, was in the ICU on Thanksgiving due to unknown health issues. We still don't know really what it is. Neville's been on Twitter and stuff like this talking about his run with the cruiserweights and basically not really bashing anybody, I would say, really, is he? You know, but
no, he wasn't bashing anyone in particular. I think he was just bashing WWE's booking decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I think that's fair, you know. AJ Styles, interested at Survivor Series, pay-per-view streaks. His 32 events came to an end. I mean, he was featured in every pay-per-view since his debut back at Royal Rumble, and now that's come to an end now because he wasn't at Survivor Series. And Drew McIntyre hasn't been pinned on Raw this year, but I'll go into more details at the end of the year. I think that's basically it for any news. Nothing else, Dan, that you can think of right now, is there?
Nope. A devastating moment. I think it was in a death match on the Independents. Some guy had a breeze block thrown at the back of his head.
No, I should be laughing.
I mean, you know, we've had the amateurist David Arquette in a death match, and he kind of had a severe cut on his jugular. He did appear the next night on, or a few nights later, was he at Survivor Series?
Yeah.
In the crowd. You know, that we thought, wow, you know, it can't really get much worse than this. And then a video surfaces on Twitter of a guy throwing a breeze block at the back of a bloke. Now, if you're on Twitter, you must have come across this video before, and it is just a horrific.
Yeah, it honestly.
And it's not even like one of them styrofoam like.
No.
Blocks. It is an actual breeze block, and from someone who's been in the building service, they are fucking heavy blocks.
It was Angelo Odemino fighting Puerto Rican star Culavolo, so it was an angel or demon versus the Raven. When he made the decision to carry the cinder block, it's Mexico Lucha Libre Boom. It's a step too far and it needs to stop. This death match now. I was thinking about this the other day. I used to love ECW and death matches when I was younger. You know, when I was like a teenager and all the blood and the guts and stuff. And then since then I kind of moved away from it and more traditional wrestling. I don't know if it's just a thing when you're younger and it's like horror movies or something like that. It's like slasher films, you know. But for me, I don't feel it's got a real place in wrestling nowadays. You know, seeing someone cut up the way David Arquette was, the way we're having this guy, it's not really worth it, is it? You know.
Well, David Arquette, you know, he's held his hands up and said, yes, I was an amateur, and you know, he moved when a shot was being taken place, so you know, hence it kind of cut, and that could have led to someone bleeding out in the ring. And this guy here, you know, a breeze block to the back of the head, that is something that could be fatal.
Oh, without a doubt, you know, most definitely, and I agree with you there. It's just a crazy time, you know. It's one of those things.
I mean, like, you know, if someone's going to be diving off a stage or diving off the top of Hell in a Cell, there's precautions put in place.
Yeah.
There is, you know, like if they're going off, like Shane McMahon, if he's going off the top of Hell in a Cell to the announcer's table, there's going to be some sort of padding underneath, or, you know, there's going to be precautions there, and so on and so forth. You know, a lot of the blood from WWE have passed. It was a blade job.
Yeah, without a doubt, you know. So it's just a different type of wrestling. Is it really needed, especially with MMA there now? Do we really need that? And Enzo Amore comments. We spoke about it on the. We're going to speak about it. But yeah, because he basically hijacked Survivor Series. We tried to, but the camera wasn't even on him, the twat. But he had a rap episode. He had a rap concert on the Monday, Dan. And how did it go?
Well, there was over 200 people. Well, there was space for over 200 people.
And it was a free concert as well, so you didn't have to pay a single...
Was it a free concert?
It was a free concert. You didn't have to pay a single penny to go in there. And it was in the same town that Monday Night Raw was. Right, so, you know, wrestling fans, Enzo Amore, so how many fans do you reckon showed up to a free concert from an ex-WWE performer?
Considering we are a free podcast and what our reception was at the weekend, I assume it was sold out, Dan.
Well, James, if you assume, you make an arse out of you and me, because there was 35 people.
35? What? 35. That is horrible.
35 people turned up to a free event that Enzo Amore put on.
That's crazy. I mean, and when you consider, he also said during the time as well, like, he wasn't bullied in the locker room. He punched a few people. No, because obviously they're trying to protect WWE, but he gave it his all. I mean, Enzo's just a sad fuck, and you are bang on. When you first saw Enzo Amore, you're wrong about a couple of people, like Buddy Murphy, Mike Ennis, but Enzo Amore, you got it. You hit that nail on the head there with him, and his cuntishness. It's just unbelievable stuff.
And yes, and even bringing out a song about one of his former lovers, and I don't even know how the fuck he managed to bag her, because he is the gorgeous Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
And he's, I would say an Eminem, no, I'd say Machine Gun Kelly, who was ripped apart by Eminem.
Yeah.
I would say he's done a Machine Gun Kelly type diss track on her, and it's just like, straight over. Everyone's finally seen what I've seen in Enzo, and I'm glad that everyone is a fair few steps behind me, but it's come out now and it's great.
Well, anyway, that is it for Takeover. I'll just say Takeover. I just want to shoehorn this in quickly. And Arrival, which is on the WWE YouTube page as well. So when you go subscribe to the WWE Net Review podcast, go over to the WWE one as well, and you see how Matt Riddle, it's Arrival. It's documentary, should be on WWE Network soon, just with his kid, with his family, and just kind of get behind the scenes look at him, trying to make him more likeable.
And you can take a shot every time he says bro, and I guarantee you will be pissed within the first 30 seconds of it, because that fucking bro saying cunt is a twat.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't spark up a joint on fucking live on there, then he's a even bigger fucking.
And that's what got him fired from UFC, smoking weed. But anyway, that is it.
Exactly.
From Matt Riddle.
Dope is called dope for a reason.
Yeah,
James.
you're a dopey motherfucker if you take that shit. But anyway, that is it for Takeover. Don't forget, before we go, I just want to say quickly, just thank you for all the support over the weekend, all the shout-outs, all the comments, all the tweets, all the emails, as well on Saturday and Sunday night for our live shows. I mean, combined, it meant, like I said, 45,000 for Sunday night, biggest episode ever. And, of course, with NXT TakeOver as well on the Saturday, plus the listens to the pay-per-view afterwards, and we've got loads more coming up as well. Like I say, TakeOver today. Tomorrow we've got WWE versus WCW. That's November 1998. Next month we've got UK special coming out soon as well. 205 Live Podcast Extra. We've got the Christmas special where we've got the WNR year-end awards that we do, the 4th annual. We've got the WNR year-end predictions that we do at New Year as well. We've got Starcade coming up. We've got the pay-per-view for next month as well. We've got so much, and a WNet review for December.
Yes, well, can James claw some of his many lost points back in the year-end predictions? I've forgotten all of my year-end predictions. I'm sure you have too.
Well, points still unlike. We've still got a pay-per-view coming in December, and we've got the Mixed Match Challenge podcast extra that we're going to bring you, and there's going to be a point in line for that as well. So there's still a lot until the end of the year. We'll be bringing you out constantly, but we'll keep you up to date. We'll be on Twitter at WWE Network Review or
at Vince McDan, WWE.
I'm at J_Rollins across all the Google platforms, WWE Network Review and Google+. Send us an email to WNRpodcast@gmail.com. We're on Facebook.
Yes, Facebook. You can come and find our page and give us a like with the WWE Network Review podcast, or you can come and find me and add me as a friend. I am Vince McDan.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, WNet Review Pod. We've got clips on there, podcasts got at the same time on YouTube. There are other places like SoundCloud.
On your phone.
We're also on Stitcher Radio, where we're live again in January. Spreaker Radio, where we're live again in January. Stitcher Radio and iTunes, where you can download, subscribe, rate and review there. But that is it. Like I say, we're not live. So like I say, next episode's tomorrow. It's WWE versus WCW. But until then, I have been James Rowlands, and as always joined by
Dan White.
Thanks for listening, everybody, and bye.
Bye.